What's up? We're back. What's up, YouTube? Michael with another super for $2, starting this stream off with a bang. We're ready for Seahawks 49ers. Tom Grossi once again beat you to stream, Ryan. Ryan. Hello, Liz again. Did Derek eat Ryan? Hey, all. Hi, Casey. I had to eat a hot dog, guys. I had to eat the hot dog. And I ate it. It was yummy. Talked to my wife about house stuff. And now we're ready for 49ers versus Seahawks. And yeah, you know, it makes sense Tom Grossi beat me to stream. It's his job. It's his full-time job. Another hot dog. $1.49. You know, at Costco, you can get a $1.49 hot dog. Thank you, Rex. We get 3 boops to Mr. Derek here with the boops. Boop, 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 boop. Do I give half a boop for one, like a $half? You got Rob today. What's up, Joel? Welcome in. Joel Matthews. Lane, reset the flipboard. Yes. Yes. I saw that a little too late, but it's okay. These are all minor things here. Finished my tall Coca-Cola can. That sounds amazing. Let's go 49ers. Crush those Seahawks. Casey, why are you always rooting for the team that I am not rooting for? I'm rooting for the Seahawks tonight, Casey. Let's go, Hawks. Caw-caw! Sorry, I'm pulling for the Sea Chickens tonight. The game clearly hasn't started yet. But it's literally about to. Sounds good. That sounds good, Casey. You're hanging out with Tom waiting for the notification. Hey, that's great. I'm almost going to set it up in the future where I set up when my stream ends, it goes straight to Tom's stream. Because, you know, it's good for channels like mine to help out small channels like Tom be able to succeed as well. All right, we're going to set it up for 5 super chats. It's okay if we get only the one that we got. Actually, we got 2. If it's okay if we only get those 2 tonight. We don't need any. All the colors count. Timer, 3 hours. I'll go to Disneyland. Lol. All right. There's the second goal. We don't have to do any of them. We don't need to hit that goal. 49ers wearing black tonight. Looking really hot and sexy in their black uniforms. Black helmets, black tops, black bottoms, and red socks. If you guys haven't figured out yet, I like black and red quite a bit. Get out of here. Ooh la la. I got so many drinks ready to go here for this one. Illegal formation already on the kickoff. We have an illegal formation on the kicking team. Sam Darnold and the Seahawks starting today with the football first. I'm going full commentator mode for this game. We have our stats pulled up right here. Let's refresh the screen so we can get it to pop up. Seahawks start with the ball, meaning the 49ers will have it in the second half. This is going to be a great game. Who's going to win the NFC West? Who's going to get the first seed in the NFC? We're going to find out tonight. 1st and 10. Sam Darnold ready to take the snap. He gets it. He's looking to throw. Pass is complete for 3 yards. Knocked out of bounds. Going to be 2nd and 7. Welcome in, everybody who's joining us right now. What's up, Rex? Welcome back in. Well, yeah, you just gave me the hot dog. You're here. You've been here. Seahawks offense on 2nd and 7. I think the 49ers have a better offense out of these two teams, but it's going to be up to the defenses here, and the Seahawks have a much better defense. So it's a very evenly matched game, a battle of 2 different style teams. These 49er jerseys are really good looking. Walker with a handoff. He's going to get a first down and more. 9-yard carry for him. That is a first down for the Seahawks, and they are moving down the football field. You got it. I'll start the poll right now. Poll for who will win. Who do you think is going to win this game? 49ers. Seahawks. All right, under center, Sam Darnold. It is 1st and 10 after that play. Pass out, drops off to the running back, Walker. Walker's got 10 yards and more, 15 yards, all the way down to the 39. He's got a first down. My vote is for the Seahawks, guys, just so you know. We got 2 votes already for the Niners. They're in a good rhythm so far to start this game. This offense looks very similar to how the 49ers run their offense so far in the first few plays. They get Walker going in the beginning of the game. Then you can get a little bit confused. Are we going to run? Are we going to pass? They don't know what's coming. 13 minutes left in the first quarter. We are just underway in Saturday Night Football. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on the call here. Sam Darnold is under center again. Going to hand it off once again. This time it's Charbonnet. A fine wine like Charbonnet with a 6-yard carry. Going to be 2nd and short for the Seahawks, moving the football. Got to keep the throat fresh for tonight's game. 2nd and 4 for Seattle. Darnold going under center yet again. They're going run heavy and play action heavy here. Darnold's adjusting something, moving someone over to the right side, over back to the left side over here. Give me another handoff to Charbonnet. Charbonnet's beat immediately at the line of scrimmage, knocked backwards for no gain. Seahawks win 45-15 for your grandpa, Bill. Happy Heavenly Football Grandpa. Happy birthday. Happy Heavenly Football Bill. It's not a birthday. My wife's grandpa's name is also Bill. A lot of Bills. Really good tackle by the defense there on that play. Stopped him at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 3rd down here. 51-yard field goal from where they are at right now. Darnold in the gun. Going to take the snap, sets back to throw. Looking for someone open. He's going to get it to him. He's got it completed. That might be Barner. Out to the 24. 3rd catch of the year. This is a different tight end. Number 81. Only 3rd catch of the year for him. Wow. It's Saubert. First down for the Seahawks. Moving that ball downfield. What a good start to the game for Seattle. Yeah, no, I think the Seahawks are going to win. We do have a couple votes in for the Seahawks. This is going to be a good game. I think I'm going to turn it to Seahawks blue on my light to the right of me. And then I'll put the back one as red for the 49er fans. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Seattle in the I formation. Going to hand this one off to Walker this time. He's got to stiff arm his way to about 9 yards. What a good run for him. And that is going to be 2nd and 2. He does his celebration. And they continue to move the ball downfield. Defense has had one good play so far where they stuffed Charbonnet on that one run. Other than that, the Seahawks are moving pretty quickly down the field so far. They're mixing things up, mixing up the run, the pass, different directions, different formations. I like what they're doing right now. They have an extra blocker out to the left side. Charbonnet comes back in. They're splitting them out, working them differently. This is probably a run to the left side, and it is going to be a run to the left side. Charbonnet is going to get the first down all the way down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for the Seahawks. Seahawks just wearing their normal blue helmets, white top, gray pants. Or it's the blue. I haven't seen the pants in a while. 49ers wearing a really cool jersey right now. This might be their Rivals jersey, I think. Is this the Rivals jersey? I think so. 1st and goal for the Seattle Seahawks on their first drive of the game. So far, there's 9 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first quarter. All right, under center again. Sam Darnold moves the tight end to the left side. Drops back to pass. Looking to throw to the right side of the end zone over the head of Smith and Jig, but there is a flag down in the end zone. This is going to be pass interference on the defense, and that's going to give the ball to Seattle probably at the 1 because it occurred in the end zone, meaning that they have the ball at the goal line. Spot foul, automatic first down. 1st and goal once again for Seattle after this one here. They're looking to punch this one in on the first drive. Good time to start the game right immediately with a touchdown. Punch that sucker straight in. Maybe it said spot foul. Maybe they marked it at the 2 then. I don't know where this ball is. Nope, it's sitting at the 1. I didn't know where the line was for a second there. First and goal. Coming up to the line. They're in the I formation again. Looks like they're going Charbonnet in the backfield. They got the fullback in the middle. They're going to fake handoff. Look to throw. Blitzer coming through the middle. He's going to get a sack back at the 13-yard line. Sam Darnold loses 12 yards on this sack. It's going to be second and goal from the 12 or 13, depending on where they mark this football. Wow, what a play by the defense. Second good play for them so far in this one. That ball should have been thrown quickly out to Charbonnet. Charbonnet was open in the flat. The ball was not thrown out to him. He was open for a touchdown. Instead, he held on to the ball too long, took a bad sack back at the 12. It's going to be second and goal from there. Darnold under center once again. Handing this one off to Charbonnet. Charbonnet's got it all the way down to the 7. Going to get hit right there, and that's where he's going to get stopped. Third and goal from the 7. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. This whole first drive has taken that length of time. We've had a nice long first drive for Seattle. This is going to be a really good game, guys, regardless of if Seattle gets a touchdown here. I think the Niners respond immediately on their own. Their offense is incredibly, I think, probably the best offense in the NFL right now. So this is going to be a good game, in my opinion. It's going to come down to that Seattle defense, really. Third and goal from the 8. Timeout Seattle. They're going to burn a timeout very early in this game. That could come back to bite them pretty quickly. That is not good. They burned that one. They may need that timeout later. I mean, I hate when you burn a timeout in the first or the third quarter. That just is really it's not fun. Because you need those timeouts later, guys, right? You know, you need those timeouts. It's going to get important at the half to have those timeouts when you need them most. Brock Purdy trying to keep his arm warm. I mean, this first drive has gone for 7 minutes. It's going to be third and goal, still at the 8-yard line here after the timeout. Seattle trying to call up the perfect play. Hopefully they have a good one here. They did burn a timeout, so you'd hate to waste it and have them force a 3-point field goal. 8 minutes and 9 seconds. Hand off to Charbonnet. He's not going to get there, and that's a 2 to 3 yard gain down to the 4. On third and goal, they try to catch him off guard with a run, and that did not work. I'm not sure what they were thinking there. Probably should have gone pass. Very conservative play calling. And there we go, fourth down. They're going to have to kick a field goal. That's a very, very conservative call. I'm not sure if I agree with that one there. They're going for it on fourth down. 3 downs did not work from third and goal here. Now we got fourth and goal. Looking to throw, passes it to the end zone, incomplete, and the Niners get a stop. They're going to turn the ball over on downs at the 4-yard line. Darnold trying to plead his case for another flag. They're not going to get it this time, though. 49ers get the ball back at the 4. That is where they will turn this ball over. All right. Yeah, some interesting play calling. Third down, hand the ball off. Fourth down, for some reason, bad pass. I mean, that should have been a touchdown like 5 or 6 plays ago when Charbonnet was open on the right side at the goal line. He had like 3 steps on his guy. And then Darnold looked at him and looked another direction. Like, you got to just go for what's there. You don't need Steve to predict this game. It's 49ers, you're saying? I can still ask him. It's right here. Steve, are the 49ers going to beat the Seahawks today? Most likely. Actually, he is always a 49ers fan. Every time I have a 49ers game, he picks the 49ers. He did it against the Bears, and he was right. And he just said that the 49ers are going to beat the Seahawks today. Seahawks need to lose. They already have the first week pass. I thought this game determined the first seed because the tiebreaker, I think, would go to the 49ers. If they win this game, it'd be both of them 13-4. Does that determine anything? Or let's see, in the other game they had earlier in the year, let's double check it real fast while we're on the commercial break. Let's see, when they played earlier, the Seahawks won or did they lose? The 49ers won the last game. So if the 49ers won again, they would win the tiebreaker, and that would mean they had the first seed. Yeah, so this is not only determining who wins the NFC West, this is also determining who gets the first seed and the bye week. This is a very big game. It's crazy that the 49ers are in this position with all the injuries they had. They're basically like what the Cardinals wish they could be with all their injuries. Because, like, they still kept playing good even with all that. Masters commercial here. Brandon Perna, That's Good Sports, dropped a new video 3 hours ago during the last game because he doesn't stream very many games. He only streams Broncos games or the occasional game with Tom. Really never does any live streams hardly. He's a different kind of YouTuber in that way. Only streams his team. But he posted a video while we were in our last game about big changes incoming. A lot of people in the offseason going to be going to different teams. Yeah, so Sam Darnold was begging for a penalty. I didn't see anything on this play either. I think, if anything, that's a penalty on the Seahawks for illegal touching. But that's where the 49ers are going to get the ball at the 4-yard line. Purdy standing in the end zone on first down, and from the gun, he's going to hand this ball off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's going to get a couple yards and get thrown backwards. That is the first play of the game. Kittle prevented him from getting slammed onto his back. These are the rival jerseys for the 49ers, and they look really good. Anytime there's black and red on a uniform, it's so awesome to me. I love the Cardinals black ones. 49ers black looks great. As you can see, all the teams I like are essentially red and black teams. So that's kind of one of the reasons I've been raised to love all the teams with black and red, essentially. That's how it worked out. 2nd and 7, Purdy looking to throw. Drops back, throws this football. Completed. Is that Pearsall? Let's see. It's Juszczyk out to the 11. It's going to be 3rd and short for the Niners on their first drive. This has been a pretty quick first quarter. We say that a lot in the Sunday night football or Saturday night football games. It seems like we've had a lot of them. The first quarter goes very quickly. And so far, so good on that. 3rd and 3 for the Niners on their opening drive. They started at the 4. In the gun formation. Can they get the first down? Purdy looking to throw. Drops back. Throws to the right side. It's over the head of Jennings, and they're going to have to punt this football. That is incomplete. 3 and out for the Niners. Very surprising start to the game for them. Boom. There we go. All right, here comes a punt for the Niners. Six minutes left in the first. Punt is up. This ball is going back to the 40 on the other side of the field. It's caught and going to be returned out to the 50, and that's where he's going to go down. Good return, getting 10 yards on that one. Ball at midfield for the Seahawks, unless there's a flag. Every time there's a good return, there's a flag. Every single time. That was Shaheed on the return. Got 10 yards to midfield to see what the flag is. Personal foul, face mask on the kicking team, number 49, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. That's a first down. So not only do they get to the midfield, they're now getting it at the 35. 35 of the Seahawks to start the drive. That's crazy, guys. That was a pretty big face mask on number 38. Grabbed 38's mask and pulled him down. That's where the Seahawks get their second drive. 0-0 on the first drive. Turnover on downs for the Seattle Seahawks. 49ers then had to punt on a 3 and out. So far, defense is winning the day. San Francisco bent, but they didn't break. And Seattle also was able to get some stuff done as well. Seattle was able to move the ball better, at least. Hope everyone's having a good night. Happy to have you here hanging out. We're on commercial break right now. Make sure we have our second screen going to make sure the stream is going good. pull that one up on my channel so that I can make sure it's not frozen or anything at any point. Let's take a look so far at the Seattle stats. Darnold has 31 yards passing. Charbonnet with 20 yards on the ground. Kenneth Walker, 20 yards through the air. McCaffrey only has 2 yards on the ground. Purdy with a 5-yard pass. And Juszczyk had the 5-yard reception. That is everything right now so far. Let's see. That's really cool. On Tom's stream, he's got the graphic up, and it's got the San Francisco logo being black and red. He prepared for this one. Wonder if he designs his own stuff with his own editor, or if he has somebody edit for him on that stuff. It's pretty cool. I don't know who the matchups would be, depending on who wins this game. One of the teams would be the 1 seed. The other team's going to be, I don't know. I feel like they'd be a pretty high seed still, but I guess the top 4 seeds go to the divisional winners for the NFC, technically, since they host the games. We're going to have a really good game tomorrow after the Buccaneers won. We're going to decide who wins out of that division, not because of either of those 2 teams. The winner of that division is now decided by the Falcons and Saints. That is going to be a crazy game in the morning. We're going to be streaming that one as well. So come over and hang out with us. All right, Seattle starting their second drive from the 49er 35. First and 10. Darnold going under center. There's a bit of an I formation. They're going to motion a tight end. Defense shifting to the left side. They sense the run. They shifted correctly, and they hold the run to 3 yards for Kenneth Walker. Going to be 2nd and 7 for Seattle. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first. The first quarter is flying by so far. I mean, I say that, but every quarter averages about 30 minutes at the end of the day. 30 to 40 minutes. Longest time of possession on that first drive without points, 7 minutes and 37 seconds with no points since 2018 for the Seattle Seahawks. That is the longest they've gone on a drive without getting a single point. Should have probably kicked a field goal and taken your losses, but it was some interesting play calling. Smith and Jigba with his first catch of the day on second down, going for 5 yards, going to make it 3rd and 2. Oh, shoot, Minimal. We just got our first, since we created the goal, first super chat in this stream since the goal. We got 3 total ones in the stream. Appreciate it. Just got off work. Sorry I'm late. Casey told me you have super chats. Congrats. Yes, dude. I applied for them like 2 days ago. They said they take about a month to approve the channel for the partner program, and I got it literally less than 24 hours later. So they must have liked my channel at YouTube. I really appreciate the 10, man. Really appreciate it. I give 10 boops to him later. Charbonnet with the run to the left side. He's got a first down to the 10, the 15, the 5. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. They are on the board. Charbonnet as smooth as a fine wine. Woo! Yeah, Seattle's going to take a lead here. We're about to see the Seahawks celebration down here on the scoreboard. So happy to have everyone here hanging out with me. But yeah, thank you so much, Minimal, for the $10 donation. That means that Mr. Peeking his eyes out here, Derek, gets 10 boops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh. Okay, sorry, he got a little wily there. Bit my finger pretty hard. Kick is up. It is good. And we have a 7-0 lead for the Seahawks. It's going to be kind of weird, I know. The Seahawks are orange because the away team forever now is going to be on the left. We get to flip it, though. 7-0. Boom. Right there. There you go. That is our biggest super chat of the day of $10. We had 2 $5 ones on the last one by Mr. Rex and Mr. Michael. All right, we're on commercial break right now. San Francisco is going to have to respond to the first touchdown of the game, but so far in this game, Seattle seems like they're in control from how their offense is moving the ball. All we've seen from the Niners, though, is a 3-play, 3-and-out. So got to give them a fair shot. They've had one of the best offenses this season. So, woohoo. That's why we got the touchdown. Are you rooting for the Seahawks, Minimal? Wait. Aren't you with Casey? Casey's pulling for the Niners, right? Or are you guys rooting for opposite teams here? This is my stress controller, by the way, guys. I squeeze it and it helps me not get anxiety. It's kind of hilarious, actually. You feel betrayed? Just found out Minimal is not rooting for the 49ers. I thought you guys were together. Am I mistaken here? Derek Shenanigans, don't you know, Derek? It's mean to bite. Every 5-year-old knows that. He doesn't know that. He has a attention span of a goldfish. He has the mental capacity of a 3-year-old. Marital discord in the house. You guys have like a separated household here. Don't cross this line kind of situation going on right now. You're in Seattle, so she's actually the betrayer. Oh, you guys live in Seattle. That's crazy. I was just up there this year for a wedding. It was so nice, except for that it was raining. And the food was great. Loved the fish out there, really good. And then all the Seattle fans were so nice, so they kind of won me over to their cause. I mean, not like I got the Cardinals to root for. I mean, what are they going to do in the playoffs? When is the Cardinals playoff game, huh? I don't think it's anywhere. You have a marital discord, yeah. So go Seattle, go. What's up, Michael? Welcome back. Happy to have you watching Seattle with us. Yeah, no, for any NFC West team for the rest of the year, I am pulling for the Seahawks. Really rare for me to say that. Really weird for me to say that. They just won me over this year. That's all I got to say. I'm not one of those fans who has full-blown hateful rivalries. In the past, I didn't like the 49ers. I didn't like the Seahawks when Russell Wilson would always beat us. And I didn't like the Rams either, but didn't mind them because they were in St. Louis. But now they're in LA, so it's easier to not like them because I just don't like LA teams, just as a principle. All right, so Mike McDonald, best road record in first 2 seasons. He is in second place with 14-2 record. If he wins tonight, he'll move to 15-2 so far in his career on the road with the Seahawks. I have hiked Mount Rainier and Mount St. Helens. I recommend hiking both from the base to the top. Isn't Mount St. Helens the one that like had an explosion of a volcanic eruption? You've hiked Muir several times but don't care to summit. There's a lot of 14ers out here in Colorado. I want to do Pikes Peak eventually. McCaffrey on a carry, 2 yards on first down for the Niners. They're going to get the ball to the 27. That's going to be 2nd and 8 for them. They're both volcanoes. That's terrifying to me if they're active. I'm one of those guys who's like, hey, is there a potential that this thing could blow up while we're on it? I'm good. I don't even want to go to Yellowstone because I'm afraid it'll blow up. But if it blows up, I'm pretty sure I'm dead here in Colorado too, regardless if Yellowstone blows up. 2nd and 8 for the 49ers. In the gun, Brock Purdy going to take the snap and drop back. Heavy blitzing, good blocking, but he's going to get sacked anyway, trying to run away from the pressure. That's a 2-yard loss. Going to make it a 3rd and 10 for the 49ers. So far, the Seattle defense is winning out the day over the Niners offense. Just so far in the first 2 drives. A lot could change. We're just in the beginning of this game. We will see how this works, though. We'll see what happens. You hike Pikes Peak in your 20s. It's beautiful. I bet. Yeah, we're definitely doing this here, the Manitou Springs incline. We're going to do that for sure, where you have those stairs straight up like a mile. I don't know how far it is. 3rd and 9. Brock Purdy looking to throw. He's getting pressured again. Going to throw this ball out, and it is going to be completed. Is he going to get to the first down marker? No, he is going to get just short. It is Jennings on the completion. Can he get the first down? Will they go for this? They might. They might go for this. 4th down. Nope. Second thought. Kyle's bringing him off the field. They're going to punt this football away. You were 6-year-old when she erupted, and then you hiked her after. I mean, the eruptions are like a pretty far distance between each other, so I guess that it's a little bit safer to do it after the eruption because it's not like they're going to be doing another eruption anytime soon. At least that's how volcanoes work, I think. I'm not a volcano scientist. All right, punt is in the air. Fair catch being signaled for at the 17. Going to be caught. Seahawks get the ball there for their 3rd drive. Recommend going to the Ape Cave. They're made by lava tubes. Well, that's cool. All right. Seahawks are going to get the ball after the commercial break at the 17 or 18, I think. You see the ball right there. It says 18. Oh my gosh. Excuse me, guys. I'm sneezing up a storm here. We got 14 people here. Liking and subscribing is free. Join the Askew crew today. Happy to have you here. We're on commercial break, waiting for the Seahawks' third possession of the game. Let's run through our stats so far in this one. Hope you guys are enjoying my new LED board. We got Sam Darnold with 36 passing yards. He's 4 of 5. Brock Purdy with 13. He's 2 of 3. Zach Charbonnet, 6 carries for 47 yards and a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 2 carries, been held to 4 yards. Kenneth Walker has 20 receiving yards, is leading the Seahawks receiving game there. Juwan Jennings has a catch for 8 yards, is currently leading them right there as well. As of now, no lower 48 volcanoes actively erupting or showing major unrest, and you're more likely that you die from a rogue firework. I said rouge firework, rogue firework, than even seeing any sort of volcanic eruption. Well, that's reassuring. Warning though, the cave is ice cold weather. Went to the summer, had to bundle up. Well, I like the caves. They're nice, cool, and refreshing. Sometimes it's refreshing. All right, now our poll has 15 votes. Who do you think is going to win the game? 49ers at 47%, Seahawks 53%. I really think that right now it's looking heavy Seahawks, but we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Just waiting for this next drive to start here. I think that when I get a house, I'm going to find some sort of setup that puts this thing kind of up and behind me. And I might get another one of these to then have with it. So one will have the current score for the game that we're on at that moment. And the other one will be flashing through like all the game scores and maybe even other sports scores as well. But it could just be running through the NFL scores throughout the game. I think that'd be pretty cool. You're talking about it's 20 degrees in Ape Cave, even if it's 90 outside. Yeah, like I get what you're saying. I was just saying, like, I like how regular caves are just a little bit cooler in general. That sounds freezing, but it sounds kind of awesome, actually. Sounds kind of fun. I went caving with my dad, like not into a super dangerous cave or anything. We went to like a guided tour where you have to sign up for it, and then there's like 10 of you that go down in there and cave around, not in any like really small squeezes or anything, but you had to do like some a little bit of climbing in small little areas and a little bit of traversing some stuff, and it was pretty fun. I'm not too big into caving though. Walker with a big run here, 10-yard, 20-yard run for Walker out to the 39, and he's doing this all day so far. He's averaging like 8 yards a carry. That was a 20-yard carry for him. So far, we got Michael Evans with a 2. Captain Rex with a $1.50 hot dog. I can't stop laughing every time I look at that. And then we got Minimal, Mr. Charlie with the 10. Really appreciate it, guys. All right, another handoff on 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's not going to get anything on this one. 49ers finally make a stop there. All right, 2nd and 9. 1 minute 30 left in the first. We're running up on the end of the first quarter here. I'm really excited for this game. This is going to be probably the best week of football that we've seen. This year has so many games in the final week. They're going to decide so many things for the playoffs. We still don't know our matchups fully for the first round of the playoffs next week, and we're about to find out. By tomorrow night, we will know. 1 minute and 5 seconds. Snap to Darnold, looking to throw to the left side. Completed to Njigba out to the 49 of the Niners. First down, Seattle, moving the ball again. The lower tube is wide and tall, and one is smaller, might be more closed in. You don't know, just did the big cave. Gotcha. Every lower 48 volcanoes gives multiple days to years' notice before it erupts, so the second an eruption looks possible, they would raise the alert level. And then Ryan would be nowhere to be found around it. That's for sure. Casey, oh my goodness. Casey, you're trying to show up your husband just because you want me to root for the 49ers, don't you? Casey with a 20 as Charbonnet gets 2 yards on first down to the 49er 47. Ironic, it could have been the 49er 49. A $20 super from Casey. Holy crap, Casey. Go 49ers. If Minimal is going to root for the Seahawks, and I got to at least beat them with the best super chat. Well, you sure did, and you definitely didn't have to, but I appreciate you big time. You and Minimal are the best. All right, we have a false start here, but we're at the end of the first quarter regardless. The flag flew late, so it's a bit of a bummer for everybody there. Now they're going to call that. They were going through their fun little clips before the commercial break, and now they're going to have to wait for that one. They're putting back a second on the game clock. Okay. Never mind. They're putting a second on the game here. Not the end of the first quarter. Mike McDonald not happy right now. A good free 5 yards for San Fran. Who jumped early on that one? I don't know what that was. It looked like maybe an illegal shift, but now they're going to run the clock out. Okay, confusing to say the least, but what I will say is we are now at the commercial break for the end of the first quarter. So happy to have 16 of you hanging out with us. Join the Askew crew. Liking and subscribing is free. Let's see. Yeah, go 49ers. If Minimal is going to root for the Seahawks, then I got to at least beat him with the super chat. Again, you definitely don't have to ever. Don't ever feel obligated to do so, but still, thank you so much for the 20, and that means I now have to boop SpongeBob 20 times. Boop, 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 boop. Got a little lightheaded there. You good? Oh no, he sucked some nitrous down earlier. He's already lightheaded. I'm sorry, bud. Don't mean to tweak your vertigo up. He's also got vertigo, so it kind of helps level his head. Casey is Minimal. Casey and Minimal. Yeah, Casey and Minimal, they are the same. They're one and the same. But Casey beat Minimal. But I don't want to make this a competition, guys. You keep your hard-earned cash. But I do appreciate the love and the support. I appreciate it so much. You guys are the best. They would then issue an alert bulletin. Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense. Rex, you seem like you know a lot about like every topic. Like you know a lot about everything except for math. No freaking way, Rex. There's no freaking way you just did that. Rex, how much money do you have, brother? Holy crap, dude. That's gotta be a joke, my friend. $50? You freaking crazy devil, you sexy bastard. Holy crap. $50 from Rex in the chat for my first super chat day ever. Holy crap, Rex. Rex, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, you beat me literally with a beat. You could, yeah, that was beat with the food. A $50 super chat from Rex. Holy crap, dude. I don't even know what to say right now. Am I going to be able to keep the play-by-play going, dude? That's insane, Rex. And you beat everybody. That's crazy, dude. 501st has all the funds. You're giving me General Skywalker's funds. I get it. Dude, that's crazy, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Rex. You guys, Minimal, Casey, Michael, you guys are going off today. And I really appreciate it. And Jigba's going to make this catch for a big play downfield. They're saying he's out of bounds, but he's going to run all the way to the end zone for a touchdown at the moment. But they blew the whistle saying he was out of bounds. If he's not out of bounds, this is going to be a touchdown taken off the board because of it. Let's see if he actually stepped out. He's not out there, not out there, not out there. There he is. He's out of bounds right there, luckily for them. 50 boops to Derek. Derek's face is going to be raw after all this. Boop, 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 boop. Oh my gosh. Pretty good at counting. I think that was 50. Charbonnet with the handoff. First and 10. 11-yard carry. It's another first and 10. Oh my gosh. Ran out of breath there for a second. But it was worth it for the 50. You wish you had 500 to give. Bro, don't even worry about it, man. You already did more than enough when you gave like $15 on the last stream. You freaking did not have to give a 50, brother. That is so nice of you, though. Really appreciate you, man. You've gone above and beyond with your philanthropical. I don't even know how to talk with your work today. Darnold looking to throw on 1st and 10, gets that ball, throws it out of bounds. 2nd and 10. You've done more than enough with your philanthropical work. You've made it where I can't say philanthropical anymore. Philanthropical. Exactly. I will not regret the booping ever. I will do 500 boops. If I have to take a deep breath, I'll do more boops if I have to. But no, we're not interested. We don't need any of you to give any more money tonight. You guys have been great. No money. I don't want you guys to go broke on my behalf for your super chats just for me to do the boops. I know that someday there'll be someone who does that, but it doesn't. You guys already did way too. You guys have done enough with just the watch time, dude. Kenneth Walker's going to lose like 5 yards on the 2nd down carry. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Seahawks. I think they're in field goal range. It's going to be 3rd and 14. Let's go, Rex. Dang, Captain Rex, you spelled beat wrong. Forever versus all the fun's 50 boops. He runs down for some extra exercise. Breathe. I wish I had 500 to give. Also, you will soon regret the booping. Do you regret the boop? We got our first bot, Rex. Hell yeah, dude. You got him. Yeah, they got Walker for a loss there. 3rd and 14. Darnold looking to throw passes out to the left side on a screen to Walker. Walker not going to get anything at the 30. This is going to be a long field goal attempt for Myers. He's got it. He's got it, though. He can make a 47-yarder from here. That's right in his range. He's gone. You got him. He gone. Get the bot out of here. Clearly, we got enough for a second there to get 17 viewers, and then we got the bot to sneak his way in here like the dirty, nasty clanker that he is. Also, Andor Season 2 so far is fantastic. I'm getting pretty hooked on it. I just had to finally go to sleep eventually, so I got like halfway through the season and had to fall asleep. But it's really good, guys. It's all right, Liz. Rex beat you to it. You can't win them all. Kick is up, and it is no good. Myers misses the kick, guys. Myers misses the kick. Wow. What could have been in this first half is right by Joe Buck. A failed touchdown where they could have had a field goal. You're leaving 3 to 7 points on the field there. And then this missed kick, now you're leaving 6 to 13 points on the field now that you have not gotten at all. Captain Rex, you should go clip. You should absolutely go clip your donation, and we should post that on the channel. We should post all the donations on the channel as a video to celebrate the first day of Super Chats, because I didn't think it was going to be this crazy. But you guys are popping off right now. This is freaking insane. We'll put all your guys' donations on there all in one video. I bet you if Slovakia was here, he'd already be on it. He'd be like, I'm on it. I'm going to clip all that stuff for you, because that dude is really more tech savvy than me. Rex is also more tech savvy than me, I've noticed. Let's see here. Our who do you think is going to win has gone up to 59% for the Seahawks with 17 votes. But after that missed kick, I mean, that does not help at all. We didn't even get to flip. I felt like after getting a 50 and a 20 and a 10 from you three crazy people that I would get to do more boops or at least flip the board. I would at least do one boop for a touchdown. Dude, you guys are still giving and Christmas is already over. That's crazy. I'm not going to be able to get my mind off that. We haven't really been getting many subs today, but the big thing right now is getting the watch hours. We'll get subscribers from our videos, and then more people will come into the streams later. But right now is the watch hours. That's a big deal. I can easily pull up any of the super chats at any point if anyone wants me to shout anybody out or talk about them anymore. But we all know each other in this group right now through all the times we've been streaming together so far. All right. You can probably do that, then you'll send it to me. Oh, sure. I mean, no worries. I could try to do it too. I at least want to get your guys' big three And then maybe Michael's 2 5s, but I talked about those pretty early in the last stream. And then, yeah, I'll do like a little fireworks thing. Thank you guys. And like fireworks and confetti. And I'll put that as the top video for the channel when anyone goes there. I did not expect that at all today, Rex, dude. And Minimal and Casey. Pass out on first down for the Niners. Going to be caught. Who is that with the ball? Got about 6 yards. It's Kittle for the first time getting involved here. Yeah, it's going to be a boop compilation for sure. That last one was not my most flattering boop compilation, but I'm going to do it as a long video. It counts better for the watch time. Shorts don't count for watch time, so I'm definitely going to edit it as a long video. Short form stuff does not count towards valid watch hours. All right, 2nd and 4 for the 49ers. They're at the 43. We've calmed down just a teeny tiny bit now to be able to call the game a little bit better. McCaffrey with a catch across midfield into Seattle territory to the 47. First down, 49ers. First and 10, San Francisco. Having such a good season. Better than anyone even predicted. 11 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter today. We have been going for about 46 minutes so far. You figured shorts would count. No, I'll tell you about it in just I'll explain it shortly. Quick throw out on 1st and 10. Going to go for a loss of 1 on a completed pass to Jennings. Yeah, so when you get monetized, it's either you have to hit 1,000 subscribers and then either 4,000 watch hours, or the other stipulation would be 10 million shorts views within a 3-month period, which is just insane and absolutely unreasonable. So the watch time is the really only realistic thing, but shorts don't count for the watch time. So if it did, I'd already probably be monetized because a lot of my shorts have done pretty well. And that 16,000 view one for New Year's Eve, that one would have helped with like at least 45. I mean, it had a lot of watch hours, but it doesn't count. Looking to throw, pass out. Purdy throws this ball. It is incomplete, and the receiver got belted on this play. He is down. That is Jennings again, but he got up a little bit slowly. He is walking off the field now, and he's waving the training staff off. The trainers are going over there to look at him, and it looks like he's mad at them for checking on his health. He is a competitor, but I mean, the wind probably just got knocked out of him because he didn't land on his feet. He landed on his back right side, so that can't feel good. We need to get a small channel membership going. Maybe also a Patreon eventually when you get bigger. Yeah, those will all be in good time. I just don't know what on earth I would do for channel memberships right now, and if I'd have enough time to do anything worthwhile. So I'm going to make sure that if I do channel memberships, I actually have like something lined up that I can do. Maybe once I get into a house, if I get into a house the next couple months, I could get something going to keep the live streams going when the season's not on anymore. All right, Purdy is going to run this football 3rd and 11, 10-yard scramble. It's going to make it 4th and 1. Really good play for Purdy. Using his speed a lot more than he usually has in the past. Yeah, the crazy thing is, I'd love to get like $1 or $2 membership going, because if you get, we got another bot. Liz, where are you? It's your turn, Liz, unless Rex, Rex already got him. Rex is on it. My idea here is that my whole thought process behind this is to get $1 or $2 channel membership. If you get 100 people in there, it's $100 a month already. I mean, that's kind of cool. And I just want to provide like at least one video every 2 weeks that would be for members only, and then like a live stream every 2 weeks or every week maybe that's just for members only, talking about football and then talking about whatever. But I don't know what else. I don't really have enough ideas yet for that. And I don't know if I have enough time for that. Was that you, Liz? Were you cooking? That's crazy. If you beat Rex to the clanker, that'd be pretty crazy. There's a challenge flag thrown by Mike McDonald here before the play. All right, I need to continue drinking all my drinks here. This water is keeping my throat alive. Casey and I would totally sub to a membership For sure. Appreciate it, man. Are you guys in our Discord? I think Casey Bot is, yeah. Do you have one minimal? Did you join the Discord? Because then I would announce any of that there when the season's over and I'm not streaming until next year. When the final playoff game that we do is over, I'm not streaming again until April on this channel. I'll be streaming baseball games when I'm definitely going to get 50 subs by the beginning of the baseball season on that channel. I feel like if I upload the videos I want to upload. Okay, Purdy getting pressured on 4th and 1. He's going to get this ball out quickly. It is incomplete. That's a turnover on downs. The Seahawks are going to get the ball back. Oh, big pressure by that defense made it where that play was impossible. Oh, I thought you were cooking like I'm cooking. Like I'm roasting these bots. Okay. As you guys can see, I am very easily, especially by Warhorse when he's in here, very easily fooled or convinced to whatever you're telling me on the chat. If you're joking, if you're being serious, I will take things not literally. I will misunderstand what you're trying to say. And it turns actually into kind of hilarious moments, in my opinion. You joined the Discord, but you haven't had a whole lot of spare time to check in. It's all good, man. We haven't done much in there. It's kind of just a hangout spot, but it's also a good spot to announce when I post videos. There's a bot that posts it in there, so you guys can see when I post. I'll let you know when I post on the other channel, I'm assuming, eventually. I'm sure Slovakia will get that one up. Also, we can do an invite-only Discord channel in the server, so that's more stuff. That's true, Rex. We could do that as well. Also, you're toasting the bots. Good job, mods. You did rickroll me earlier. Yeah, I announced it when you did it. I did go back and click on the link and said you rickrolled me. I didn't know. I don't know if you heard it at the time, but I went in and I was like, you rickrolled me. I remember that when I was in high school, getting rickrolled all the time. People would rickroll each other. Seattle's going to get the ball after the turnover on downs at about their 41, I think, is where the ball was. Let's see what the thing says. It's really hard to read this thing, but it looks like a 39. That's where they're going to have the ball going down the field. This is the most high-quality board on the face of the planet for LED, and it's so cool. Love it. It looks like one of those fun little LED boards we had as a kid. At least 90s babies. Where you could it almost reminds me of those little things you could put the little sticks in the board and make your own shapes and animals and stuff, and then it was lit up really colorful. That's what it reminds me of. You're happy nobody spoiled it? That's funny, man. You know, Rickroll isn't really in right now. I did hear everyone's really doing the 6-7 stuff heavily at the moment. I really don't know how you could 6-7 somebody, though. Light bright, yes, Lane. We were talking about that in one of the other streams a week or two ago. The light bright. Let's turn this to a different color. What do you guys want in the background? What color are we looking for here? Other than yellow. I don't like yellow too much. What do we want? I got green. I can do blue. I can do red, purple. Yeah, no, it's a classic meme. All right, we are back after the turnover on downs. Total yards, 150 for the Seahawks, 39 for the 49ers so far. I know, yeah. I just don't know how to make certain emotes, Ethan. I'd love that idea, though. I definitely would. That seems like a great idea. Throw by Darnold, caught by Smith and Jigba to the 42 across midfield. First down, Seattle. No, yeah, channel memberships definitely should have emotes. They should have stickers, whatever the heck all that stuff is. They should have special little things like that as well. I just don't know how to make custom emotes for that. That's my problem. Like, there should be a bunch of different emotes with different faces of mine. Like, I can send pictures to someone and they can make them into emotes. I can be like, or smiling, sad, different emotions, and it be my face. And you get those if you're a member in the live streams. We have to definitely get that going before next football season for sure. That'd be like the deadline at the minimum, but it could also be a way to keep the live streams rolling when the off season's going on. I don't know. We could talk about any trades going on or free agency or just whatever, but I think maybe that's a great idea for next season, especially to get that going. Derek, Steve, and Nugget too. Yeah, we could have a Nugget thing where Nugget picks who he thinks is going to win each week. I just don't know how I would have him pick without like maybe I could put a Cheez It on the ground next to each logo, and whichever one he bites is the team he thinks is going to win that week. Second down, handoff to Kenneth Walker for 5 yards, half of what they need. It's going to be second down. Actually, 3rd and 4. That was a second down run. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for Seattle. They are channel lore and have to be emojis. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Derek could be an emoji. Steve, once he has his mustache, cowboy hat, and googly eyes, could be an emoji because that's going to be so much more fun. Or maybe he'll have a mustache, googly eyes, and a sombrero. Then he could be called Steve or Estavi. 3rd and 4. Darnold looking to throw this football. He's in the gun, getting pressured heavy. He's going to run out of it, and he's going to get a first down on his own for 5 yards. Slides to the ground. What a play by Darnold. It would be cool for certain emotes for mods as well. You've seen some done like that before. Just the mods? I didn't feed him anything. No. Well, he had like dry food for lunch, and he was eating the dry food, so I was like, we're cool with that. But yeah, just give him like half a can or something. Okay, they're checking an injured player on the ground right now. 7 minutes and 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Going to commercial break now. And we are going to just wait there while we are doing that. But let's hop over, see how many people have come to join us in this live stream today, because we've had a few moments with some pretty good amounts of people come to us. I keep opening my live stream accidentally when I do that, and it's weird. You're already live streaming, and then you open your live stream on the same computer. That's pretty funny. All right. It's so hilarious. I share my YouTube TV with my in-laws and my wife and my mom, and you only get 3 screens with that. So then if more than 3 people get on there, you have to go back into the channel that you're on and re-click on the game that you want to be watching to force someone else off the TV. And I think mine is a little more important than everyone else's right now, because I'm literally live streaming right now. And then I got to set up my janky setup again. I got my phone leaning up against a picture frame because it doesn't run on the Wi-Fi. So that's definitely helpful. Let's see here. What are we up to? We're still on a commercial break right now. Nobody wants to know about the healthcare providers. We just hit 10 likes on the stream. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I'll do a setup tour, especially once I get a house. And we just found out today that we may be getting one months sooner than we were expecting, like 6 months sooner than we were expecting. So if that happens, then I would have a nicer setup in the basement fully for my channel instead of being cramped into a corner of a room, which would be crazy. And honestly could be really amazing. And then I can do a setup tour for sure. Let's see. Yeah, custom emotes. Nugget, their channel lore, emojis. It would be cool for certain emotes had mods. Yeah, emotes themed off of certain mods, but for all memberships could use them. Tom actually has a few like that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, they're showing Nick Bosa and Fred Warner, those 2 guys. It's amazing how well this team has done without 2 of their best defensive players. It really is insane. All right, Darnold's going to hand this football off on 1st and 10. Going to get the ball out to the 25. Gain of 6 for him. 2nd down and short. 2nd and 4, they're saying. And the Seahawks are going to slowly start wearing down this 49er defense if they keep this going today. It's amazing that we've had such a low-scoring game, considering I was thinking this was going to be a high-scoring, high-powered battle the whole time, but it's 7-0. We're near halftime almost. Darnold under center again, going to motion the tight end. Going to wait for the snap, take the snap, hand that thing off. It's going to be a 1st down, 5-yard carry for Walker to the 20-yard line. They are now in the red zone. Hell yeah, Skew HQ is getting uploaded sooner than expected. That's awesome. Blessing. Yeah, the Askew HQ. It's going to get upgraded sooner than I expected, maybe. It's going to be pretty cool. And then we're going to have I want it to be where the camera can see more of me than just my shoulder and neck and my head, and maybe can see like my shirt that I'm wearing that day, maybe from the chest up. I think that'd be pretty cool. Askew crew emoji? Yeah. Somebody in the Discord already has an askew tag. I don't know. If someone wanted to design that, go for it. We got a bot in the chat. Everyone, we got a bot. Bot alert. Bot alert. Oh, Liz. Liz got that one. Dang, that was crazy fast. 2nd and 11 completed. Catch going to be for a few yards. Going to make it 3rd down. 3rd down for Seattle. 3rd and 6 for the Seahawks. 5:50 left in the 2nd quarter. Yeah, Darnold with a quick throw right there. Good defense, honestly, on that play. Stayed with him, too. Forced him out of bounds. 49ers have basically been out of this game so far. Time of possession is fully in favor of the Seahawks right now. Looking to throw to the left side. Darnold has a man, possibly. Nope, it ended up being double covered. I don't know if they got there a little early, but they're not calling a flag on that one. That's incomplete. It's 4th and 6. None will get through this line of defense. Easy now. I am watching, heating up a Salisbury steak tonight. It's been so long since I've had one of those, but I remember having Salisbury steaks. That looked like pass interference, guys. Not going to lie to you. Looked like full-blown pass interference by the Niners on that one, but we will have a field goal attempt by Myers. Here's a 45-yard attempt. He was missing that last one earlier for 47. This one's up, and this one is good. He nails it. We finally get to flip the board again. Not been flipping much at all today. What the flip is going on, guys? We got 1, 0. We flipped it. Flip it real good. Yeah, eventually I'd like to have a clip channel with clips of all my funny moments and stuff as well, where we could find little clips and put them together and create some lore on that channel too as we grow over time, with a bunch of silly little clips from the for my channel to be called Askew Sports Stream Clips or something. I don't know. Kind of Askew Sports Stream Clips. Wait until Ryan get, let's see. Yeah, when I get bigger, it's going to be a lot more people in here. You can get them in your dozen section of most grocery stores. Oh yeah, I know that. I always got mine in the freezer section. Obscure question: are Pringles chips or crackers? I consider them chips. I consider Pringles chips. And apparently Liz agrees with me. Pringles are chips. Coke is better. Mountain Dew is really good too, though. We're on commercial break right now. Liking and subscribing is free. Welcome in. Join the Discord for the Askew crew. Come hang out with us. We're pretty fun. Let's see what we got in here. Yeah, the Sapphire bot's letting you know every time that I'm... Yeah, Finn joined. That's pretty cool. Finn joined the Discord. Welcome to the Discord, Finn, if you're still watching right now. 13, 14, 15 of us in there. We had 17 at one point. A couple of people decided to leave. Yeah, Chip's favorite Pringle flavor. Oh, sour cream and onion. Sour cream and onion's the best Pringles flavor. My wife should be involved for this conversation, but I don't think she'd want to. She's a little camera shy. We've been going for an hour and 5 minutes so far on the stream. That means that that's how long the game's been on, because so far we started right when the kickoff happened. Loaded baked potato. That's one I haven't tried yet. What's your favorite Doritos flavor, guys? Mine is Flamin' Hot Nacho. Either anything hot, like Flamin' Hot Nacho, Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch, but Flamin' Hot Nacho is my favorite. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to timestamp the moments where I booped people. I know it was all under the first hour, and I'm going to timestamp and then record that with my editor, my screen recorder, and then I'm going to make that video. So you don't have to worry about it, Rex, because I kind of know where it is, and I can do it pretty quickly. All right, ball went out of bounds on the kickoff. It's going to go out at the 45. Big mistake for the kicker. Going to give the 49ers the ball in great field position. Dang it, I can't open my beer because it has to be popped open, and I don't have a bottle opener in here. I'm going to have to run away and get that at halftime. Luckily, I will take another break and let Derek take the show over for about 5 minutes at halftime. And then we'll see if we can time it with Tom and get back at the exact same time as him. I'm sure we got some people watching him right now that'll come over and hang out with us at halftime too, because that's what happened last game. You know who won't be streaming in the morning? Tom will not be streaming in the morning, and I will be. So come watch Falcons and Saints with me. All right, big loss on the first play here. Big defensive play for the Seahawks. Hate to see that for the Niners. They're getting really the opposite of what happened last week for them so far against the Bears. This Seahawks defense is dominating. There's a quick screen pass out to the side. Nothing doing. That was Kittle as well. Second and 16, a 6-yard loss in the passing game for the Niners. Looking to throw, completes this pass, immediately gets nailed as McCaffrey. He's going to get maybe that 6 yards back. It's going to be 3rd and 10. This Seahawks defense is super excited right now. Mainly just regular nacho, cheese, or Cool Ranch. You can't go wrong with that, Ethan. Flamin' Hot Nacho is so good. Yeah, especially if you just like let it sit on your tongue for a second, or if you lick it off a little bit. Or you take like little bites. Like the favorite thing for me is they're so loaded with the flavor. So loaded with flavor. You can't eat Flame anything, your stomach would kill you. Yeah, I usually eat too many of them and then my stomach hurts, but that's my own fault. 3rd and 10. Big pressure here on Purdy. He escapes through the middle, throws to the left side. It's caught down to the 45 on the other side of the field. First down, 49ers going to keep moving this football. What time is the first game? It is 11 Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. It's the Falcons Saints. That is when it comes on. It comes on at 11. That's what it will be on. Damn, that's tough. You can't go wrong with the OGs, but you like the spicy roulette one? I don't know. This spicy roulette one, is that like... They should make a game out of that. That'd be fun. 1st and 10. Handoff. This is Robinson. He's going to get about 5 on this one and get stopped. Whistle's blowing. 2nd down and 5 for the Niners. Do you have any tape close by, Ryan? If so, wrap a piece of... let's see. Oh. Did you delete your message? I couldn't see it. Or use the key to pry it open. Oh, yeah, okay, for the can. I used to do this thing where I would grab it and I get the side of a table and I would give it a little knock against the side of a table, but that ended up hurting a couple tables in my college days. So I don't do that anymore. All right, 2nd and 4. Blitz coming around the side. He gets the ball out somehow while jumping, completes it, and that's a 5-yard gain for a first down for the 49ers. What a play. Dill pickle anything, dill pickle. Yeah, I like pickles. I just drank some pickle juice during the break. Apparently, it's really good for you. Yeah, so he was rolling out to the right side and immediately saw a defender coming right up in his face. And that's a first down. The worst flavor of Dorito. That's an interesting question I'll have to think about because I like most of them. All right, 2-minute warning. Right there was the 2-minute warning. They didn't get the ball off. We got 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Pretty good game so far. Seahawks pretty dominant in this first half. The 49ers have a chance to get some points on the board before the quarter, though. Oh, so dill pickle, anything dill pickle. You don't like the dill pickle flavors. I did have a crime against humanity drinking that dill pickle juice, I guess. Yeah, but I love dill pickles. Your favorite pickle is St. Olive dill pickles. They don't have a big vinegar taste. You would say anything pickle was the worst? Yeah. Pringles has a dill pickle chip. I have a tendency to be looking too low on the chat, and then I go back and figure out, oh crap, I should have gone up at the top and started there. Pringles has a dill pickle chip. You work at a grocery store, and it seems like everybody is doing dill pickle right now. A lot of people love pickle, and I will say pickle with certain chips is pretty good, like a Lay or a Ruffle. That's pretty good to me. The worst one is pickle and ranch. Yes, it's an actual flavor. Yeah, but ranch, pickle and ranch, or is it ranch separate from pickle? Because ranch is usually a pretty good flavor. Worst flavor chips, dill pickles. You guys, yeah. The only one that was all right was the Lay's one, I think. And I've only had like a little bag of them, but I wouldn't actively go buy one. I would choose not to buy dill pickles at all. I'm not just going to go buy a pack of dill pickle chips. But I do like pickles. I just put pickles on my burger at the break. I'll put pickles on anything. I don't like the butter pickles though, like the sweet buttery ones. I like just a regular dill pickle. Don't give me that weird sweet stuff. Pickle and ranch together in the same bag? That's gross. That's not fair. Who dips a pickle and ranch? That's essentially what you're doing when you're mixing those chips together. I think that this is going to be a bit of a hot take for some of you honey mustard lovers. To answer the question finally, the worst flavor of anything to me is honey mustard. I can't stand honey mustard. Keep my honey and my mustard separate because I like mustard and I like honey, but I don't like them together. Sweet pickles are the devil, Minimal. Absolutely agree. Every time I would get excited about a pickle when I was a child and then I'd eat it and it was sweet, I was like, what the hell did you do to this pickle? You just ruined my day. My day is ruined and now I don't want these pickles. That's how I felt when I was a child. Just so you guys know, I had very strong opinions of pickles. What is your guys' least favorite bean? Because we're coming back from break now, but your least favorite bean. I got a really good answer for this one because I hate lima beans so much. My stepmom always had them in like every other dinner, every other night, a big portion of lima beans, and they are so disgusting to me. First and 10 handoff to McCaffrey. Going to get about 2 and go down. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the 49ers. Your dad usually tries every new flavor, and he tried the one. He was like, nope. All beans other than refried beans. Oh, I love beans. I just, I'm sorry you don't like beans. I really don't like refried too much, though. I like oatmeal raisin cookies, too, though. Black eyed peas, I also like those. You hate baked and refried. I like most of the beans you guys are saying right now. Double flip, triple flea flicker, throw back to McCaffrey just for a 6-yard gain. So that was a little bit of a trick play for nothing. 3rd and 1 for the Niners. You're like the pickiest eater ever, but willing to try weird stuff. I only really like green beans. Do green beans count as like a bean? I feel like they've always been a different category for me. They're in a veggie category, not a bean category. I love green beans, though. Don't get me wrong. All right, Winters is leaving the field, going to the locker room. Hopefully he's okay. They're going to need him. 3rd and 3. It's actually 3rd and 3. I thought that was 3rd and 1. 3rd and 3. Purdy looking throw, getting the pressure, closing in on him, and he's going to get sacked. I think he got sacked by his own offensive lineman backing up. 4th and 3 for the San Francisco Niner Whiners. And they're going to have to try to kick a field goal, I think. For the moment, they're saying the offense is staying out there, but they very well could be kicking it and just faking it out. They might make them jump. This happens every game. Every single game, I swear, they fool me. They go back out there. They just try to make them jump, and the field goal unit comes out. So I'm going to see if that happens here because I think that's what's going on. That's just personally what I think is going to happen. Oatmeal raisin cookies or muffins are amazing. Yeah, oatmeal raisin is underrated. My wife calls me like an old person for liking oatmeal raisin cookies, and I'm like, I don't care. Those things are amazing. That's really good, but I also kind of like any cookie. Do any of you actually like lima beans? Because it doesn't make sense to me if you do. Asians do. You have those weird shops. Asians have those really unique flavored chips. I've gone in and there's been some fish flavored chips, and I'm like, how about no? Mostly in the smoke. Like if you go to a weed shop or a bong shop, they have those things. Kick is up and it is good. The 49ers are on the board finally. We finally get to flip here. Yeah, you can tell how the game is going because all the food talk. And we're flipping the board 10-3. Okay, that first game had a little bit of drama. It was pretty good, but then overall it wasn't very a good game. Now this game right here, for what we expected, it's been a bit of a dud both of these games. I expected a bit more out of both of these games than what we're getting so far. They've been a little bit, honestly, a little bit boring. Not really what I was expecting today. All right. Yeah, I wonder what the matchups would be for the Seahawks and Niners, depending on what's going on here. Do you guys want to do a little mini raid of somebody? Seahawks going to catch this ball. They have no timeouts. The return's going out to the 35, though. Pretty good return. They have 1 minute to get some more points on the board. I don't know if we really have enough people today to raid anybody, but we could see. So far, we got 13 watch hours on the stream. We've had 332 people come in here. That's like double the last game overall. The last game had a total of 209 people come in. There wasn't very many people hopping in for that one. Okay, 1st and 10, 1 minute left. Can the Seahawks get any points? Darnold in the gun, gonna snap. Looking to throw, getting pressured, and he is gonna go down with a sack. You have to think that maybe they're gonna just run the clock out now. That is a big sack for the Niners defense. 2nd sack of the night. Let's take a look here. Yeah, he's been sacked twice now. All right, 2nd down and long. I think they're going slow here. It looks like they're going to just run the clock out now. Oh, no. 25 seconds left. They are going to pass. They did run 35 seconds off that clock. A little screen pass out here to 88. Going to get up to the 38-yard line. 14 seconds. Clock is ticking, and that might be the end of the half. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they're done. They're walking to the locker room. That's your half score, 10-3. Let's see. My beans are wrong. Lol, you're right. Totally agree. Oh my board. Yeah. You can tell how the game is going. The food talk. The first game tomorrow should do good for you since you won't be competing with anyone. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Especially, the game that did well for me this year was Falcon. Their Falcons fans were coming into that Cardinals game. So I'm going to do the Falcons Saints, and that might be good. But it seems like every team has multiple streamers that are a little bit established already. So we just got to work our way into that. We got a half score here. We got a blue score there. I'm going to go ahead and put Derek in a spot where he can hang out. He's going to take over on the stream for a second. And I'm going to step away for about 5 minutes during the halftime. Let's get him set up here. Can I get him in a spot you think that you can't see him? There we go. Derek's going to hang out with you guys. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, yeah. Derek, thank you, sir. Thank you. You can go back to where you were. He needs a break. He's going to hide. He's going to hide behind there for a minute. Did everyone like the show that Derek gave you at halftime, or was that was it not what you guys are looking for? Because I can fire his ass. I'll John Taffer him, just like Bar Rescue. Let's take a look at our first half stats, everybody. Hopping in here real quickly. Sam Darnold went 10 of 13 for 98 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, was sacked twice, has a quarterback rating of 97.6. Charbonnet had 9 carries for 60 yards and a touchdown. Kenneth Walker had 9 carries for 50 yards. Both of them have had pretty good first halves. One of them had a carry for 27. The other one had a carry for 20. That's their longs. So honestly, other than that, a little bit pedestrian, but overall a pretty good half for both running backs. Over 100 yards rushing, and Darnold has 1 scramble for 5 yards as well. Smith and Jigba has 4 receptions for 52 yards. Kenneth Walker, 2 receptions for 21. AJ Barner has 2 for 14. Saubert 1 for 9. Brock Purdy went 10 of 13 for 47 yards. No touchdown, no interception, and 2 sacks. That is a really, really, really poor performance for him from what we've come to expect to be pretty good performances for him. Oh, stretch it out. Stretch it out at the half. I'm having I forgot something. Derek was actually doing the halftime show, and then he went away for a little bit. How's your day going, Casey? How's everybody doing? I know Ethan's doing pretty good today. You got a nice, fun YouTube TV commercial of a bear right now. That's really fun. I just came back from the break and then I had to go back for because I forgot something really quick. Just to round out the stats that I was saying before I got attacked with having to go to the bathroom in an emergency situation, Brock Purdy has 1 carry for 10 yards, and surprisingly, he is the leading rusher for the 49ers right now with 1 carry for 10 yards. Christian McCaffrey has 3 for 7. Brian Robinson is 1 for 6. So Christian McCaffrey has been held to only 3 carries. He has 3 receptions for 18 yards too, but only 3 carries for 7 yards. Jawan Jennings has 3 receptions for 19 yards. He is the leading receiver right now. So McCaffrey's only a yard behind him. Juszczyk has 5 yards receiving, and Kittle has 3 catches for 5 yards. He did have that 1 catch that went for -6 yards, though. But yeah, 2 sacks for the Seahawks, 2 sacks for the Niners. I mean, it just seems like the Seahawks have been controlling this game, but they've missed out on about 13 points they could have had. Could have had about a 20-3 lead at the minimum. I know a lot of football teams haven't been playing that well, Casey. I mean, Texas Tech, Alabama. That was college, though. But even last week, every team, a lot of the teams that are in the playoffs already had really bad weeks. I'm hoping the playoffs are really good, though. Hoping we have some really good games in the playoffs when they roll around. It's saying on ESPN that there's a minute and 40 seconds before we get back to the action. So we're just going to hang out here for a second. Hope everyone had a good dinner. I already had mine before the game started. I was still eating some of the grilled stuff I had. I had a burger for lunch and a hot dog for dinner. This is going to be an interesting game. It's still anyone's game at this point. The Niners have to play better on offense, though. That's definitely what needs to happen. They're coming back out of the break now. Here we come. You're eating straight up cheese. Don't tell Tom he's allergic to cheese. You had some taquitos for lunch, snack, and supper. Nice. I love taquitos. I'm a big taquito guy. Also flautas, but that's kind of like just a bigger taquito, if you ask me. Which team in the playoffs do you feel will be a surprise performer? A surprise? If the Ravens make it, it would be the Ravens for me. I think that they'd be a surprise, considering their record and how they could barely squeak in. But then, I mean, it would be if the Panthers or Buccaneers, whoever makes it, ends up winning their game. That'd be a surprise. A fumble on the opening kickoff. He can't pick it up at the 5. Hardly gets anything done back to the 12. The 49ers going to start with the ball at the 12, dude. That was a really bad play by Robinson. I think that was Robinson who caught that one and fumbled it. The string variety, cheese of the string variety is the best. I love anything cheese related, cheese squares, cheese bites, shredded cheese, sliced cheese, cheese sticks, fried cheese, cheese curds. Cheese curds are my favorite one right now, though. Costco is really good, man. Don't even worry about Costco convenience food. Costco food is so good. All right, 5-yard gain, first play. Second down for 49ers. Let's see if we can get some offense moving. I don't like the spray can cheese. In an emergency situation on a cracker, though, it can be fine. It doesn't even taste like cheese, though. Mac and cheese. 2nd and 5 for the 49ers. Ball is at the 17-yard line. Purdy takes a snap and hands it off. This is McCaffrey. He's going to spin around, but he's only going to get 1 yard. He has 8 yards rushing. I can't believe I'm saying that. It's the third quarter. 3rd and 4. Haggis? No, yeah, not haggis. There's also some really fancy cheeses at like those wineries and stuff that aren't very good. Just give me straight up cheddar, Colby Jack, pepper jack, even Munster. That's an underrated flavor. I like Munster cheese. 3rd and 4. In the gun. Brock Purdy takes the snap, dropping back, looking to throw. Gets this ball off to the right side. It is caught. Good catch. I think I'm not sure who that is. It's Robinson, the receiver Robinson, not the running back. Smoked Gouda. Okay. Haven't had much of that. That was a great play by Purdy. Good throw. Good catch by the receiver Robinson. And that is a first down for the 49ers. Ball is at around the 32. And he knew he was going to get hit. Good job holding on to that football. 1st and 10, Purdy under center. Going to drop back to throw. Looks to pass. Catch is made by McCaffrey for an 8-yard gain. It's going to make it 2nd and 2. Excuse me. So sorry. 12:47 left in the third quarter. 2nd and 3 for the 49ers. They're getting McCaffrey involved a little bit now. That's good. Ricky Pearsall's not in this game again. Dude has been hurt so much this year. It's absolutely insane. I really do not understand how he's been so hurt this year. 2nd and 3 rolling out. Quick pressure again. Play action. Gets the pass completed. 4-yard gain. First down. George Kittle. 49ers moving the ball downfield. I got 2 cans of Coke that are almost out here. First and 10 from the gun. They're at the 42-yard line. Brock Purdy and the Niners trying to move the ball downfield. Handoff is going to be to Robinson. That's a 2-yard gain. They said it's 3. 2nd and 7 for the 49ers. Brock Purdy looking to keep this offense moving. 11 and a half minutes left in the third quarter. McCaffrey is on the sideline for this play. So see if they go to Robinson again or if they're going to try to pass here. I feel like the likelihood when McCaffrey's not on the field is that they'd probably go more of a run here to Robinson. But McCaffrey, if he's on the field, you got to worry about the passing game and the running game with him. Fake handoff looking to throw. He's going to go down. Purdy is going to get sacked immediately on this play. Great play by the Seattle defense. I think that's his 10th sack of the year, they just said. That is Reed with a sack right there. The blocking wasn't bad, but Purdy kind of ran straight into the sack, and that was not great there. He ran straight into it. 10 and a half minutes left in the third quarter here. 3rd and 13. Taking the snap, looking to pass. Can he find anyone open? To the left side, he throws it, but it is way short of anybody. Incomplete. Get your crap together. All right, well, 4th and 13, another punt. 49ers are going to have to punt the ball away again. Their total offense in this game, we can take a look at it here. It is not very good. Total yards, 95 for the 49ers right now. We're getting well into the third quarter. You have not gotten 100 yards of total offense yet. Punt is in the air. Going to be caught at the 18 and returned. Out to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. He breaks a tackle to the 37. Good return again for the Seahawks. I'm sorry, Casey. There you go. Send you some hearts. Send you some hearts there. Okay, going to commercial break. Seattle will get the ball when we get back from the break. But right now, they are headed to that 2-minute commercial break here. Yeah, passing yards. 49ers have 64. They have 32 rushing yards. They're averaging only 3 yards a play, 96 total yards. They have only 5 first downs. They're only 2 of 7 on third down. They're 0 for 1 on fourth down. Time of possession is honestly a lot closer than I would have expected because it seems like the Seahawks are controlling the time of possession. The Seahawks have had the ball for 19 minutes and 20 seconds, and the 49ers have had it for 15 minutes and 33 seconds. So honestly, very shocked by that. Did not expect that to be what we're seeing right now in this game. Vikings trade for Burrow or Lamar? I mean, could be. I think that the Vikings situation here though is that they put so many chips on the table and pushed them all in on JJ McCarthy that they're probably not going to get anybody. Unless they just feel like they don't want him and he's not the guy. But I think they're investing way too heavily in him to go for someone else. A guy who the team I'd like to see get Burrow though. I'd like to see the Cardinals go after Burrow. I really want to see that happen. This is a hot take over and over. I keep repeating it. I want the Cardinals to go get Burrow and draft offensive line. I want them to draft that Utah offensive lineman or the Miami offensive lineman, one of those 2 big offensive linemen that have been doing so good in college this year. First round pick. That's what I want. I want to draft O-line, go get Joe Burrow or Kirk Cousins. I think Malik Willis is just a little too fragile for me right now, but he's been looking like he has potential. OMG, these stats are miserable for the Niners. They are. Burrow would go to the Cardinals if he was up for a trade, I think. Him and McBride. No, him, McBride, Wilson, and MHJ might actually be better if he had a legit top-tier quarterback to throw to him. Yeah, not sure what your Niners are doing. Not sure what they're doing. We're coming back out of the break now, though, so we can see if their defense will hold up. Seahawks going to get the ball again. They have another chance to extend this lead. They have not been doing that the whole game. If the Cardinals drafted Joe Burrow, I'd make a video screaming. That would be it. It would be me screaming happy screams into a camera, and that would be it. That's what it's going to be. I wonder if I get revenue from live streaming once I get 4,000 watch hours, just like streaming in general. I mean, if I monetize it, it would make ads be on there, though, so I don't want that to happen. We're not going to have any ads on... We're not going to have any YouTube ads on any of my live streams ever, so we're not doing that. But I guess that would be the monetization of the video. I could maybe monetize it after the fact. I don't know. It doesn't seem really worth it to monetize a live stream. Dang phone charger being an asshole doesn't want to charge your phone. That really sucks. We got Parsons, and I was ready to make a video screaming. That was a big day. I remember I was in the shower when that happened, right when the trade happened, and I was like, oh my goodness, I pulled my phone out in the shower and was like, what's happening? Looking to throw pressure, going to get this ball out on 2nd and 8. It's going to be completed to Walker. That's a first down out to the 48 across midfield. Minimal did scream, can confirm. Very nice. That's a screamable moment. The Cardinals don't really get screamable moments, though. We don't really get that stuff. I think Burrow wouldn't mind Arizona, but I think at this point he wants to go to a team with a contender and a well-known offensive line. So I'd be concerned that maybe he'd say, no, I don't want to go there. That's just my concern. 1st and 10, I formation for the Seattle Seahawks. Going to toss this one out to Kenneth Walker, who's going to try to get some room. Good defenders there, but he's going to actually shimmy his way to about a 7-yard gain near the 40-yard line. Honestly, pretty surprised he got that many yards on that play. Got 2 more Discord chats right now. Let's see what's going on over there real quick. I think it's just, I have no idea what it is. Well, I don't see anything else now. Oh, no, it's Rex DMing me. Rex slid into my DMs. 2nd and 2 for the Seahawks. Under center is Sam Darnold. They're at the 40 of the 49ers. Going to hand this one off to Walker, who's going to get tackled immediately. Good tackle by number 6 of the defense. It's going to be 3rd and 1. What a play. That was a really good tackle. Who's Micah Parsons? There's an injured player down right now. It is a Seahawk. I believe it might be their backup left tackle. They're bringing in a rookie free agent from Central Florida. That could be terrifying for the offensive line. Oh, man, rolled right up on his ankle. That has got to feel bad. That does not feel good. They're bringing in Kite, the undrafted rookie from UCF. This could be bad for the Seahawks. Now that Tua is pretty much gone, I'm hoping the higher up listens to the fans and get something going that will help the Dolphins win 17 games. Perfect. There you go. That'd be pretty crazy if they could get 17 wins. I mean, that would be every single game unless they increase the season to 18 games. They're really heavily going to do that. I think they make the preseason 2 weeks, make the regular season 18 games. I think that's where we're headed. All right, we are at 16.9 watch hours, about to be 17, and we have 383 people who hopped in here today. Now we're at 17. Boom, just like that. We've been streaming for an hour, 45 minutes straight, and we have about half of the third quarter left and then the fourth quarter. You say Matt Moore is good. He's still playing football. Matt Moore. I'm not sure who that is. Is that a quarterback? Matt Moore. He's 41 years old. He was born in 1984, went to Oregon State. Has he played anywhere this year? I don't know. Yeah, it says he had 2019 stats. I haven't seen him. He doesn't have any stats on ESPN.com recently. Hubie used to be a Dolphin. Okay. I'm getting a little bear video again during the commercial break. These are much better than other commercials. Fun fact, while we're at the commercial break, the biggest blowout in NFL history was in 1940. The Chicago Bears beat the Washington Redskins 73-0 in the league's championship game. Imagine a Super Bowl where a team won 73-0. That would be a dud. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Sam Darnold is under center. He's got Charbonnet in the backfield this time. It's 3rd and 2. Can they get the first down? They're at the 40 right now. Gonna look to hand off. There's quick penetration, and he is going to go down. 5-yard loss for Charbonnet. What a great tackle by the 49ers defense, and this is going to be 4th down. That might have pushed him out of field goal range, or it's going to make the kick really difficult too. Heck yeah, it's a punt team now. They just knocked him out of Myers' field goal range. Yeah, I'm able to find that stuff pretty quick, Liz. I'm like the Flash. That was a corner with that open field tackle. Really great play. Fair catch called for at the 8. 49ers will get the ball there. They need to get something going. A touchdown, though. They're only down 1 touchdown. Touchdown ties the game. Diamador Lenore with that great open field tackle. Who would have thought a guy whose name rhymes? Diamador, what's his middle name? Ganor Lenore? Diamador Ganor Lenore. I wonder if Michael Parsons is related to Jim Parsons. Love the Big Bang Theory. I don't think so, but it's worth it. That was a good thought. They're offering NFL Sunday Ticket for $5 for the final week for everybody, if you're wondering. If you're wondering if you want to watch your team you can't watch usually, it's $5 for 1 week. Wish it was $5 every single week. That'd be really nice. Instead, it was like $200 every single month. And that was a discount. It's usually more expensive than that. I paid, I think, a total of $250. You're going to do it this time? You feel it? All right. Let's see what happens. Maybe they'll do it this time. They're showing a Ninja Transfers commercial. I guess that's a t-shirt company. We've really not gotten to flip the board at all today, guys. We haven't been able to do any flip its or anything like that. Derek's so embarrassed for the teams, he's hiding behind the scoreboard. Oh, and now a Deal Dash commercial? Come on, ESPN. You can get better sponsors than Deal Dash. Is you talking about Home Alone? In the movie Home. Jim as O as Zero in the movie Home was hilarious. Even though it's a kid's movie. I don't know. He's passed out a little bit. He could be resting his head, but we don't know. He might pop his eyes out later. Let's see. Derek. Now he's just going to creepily peer over the top. He's just going to creepily take a look over the top there. All right, handoff for a couple yards. Goes to the 11. It's going to be second down. Second and 7 for the 49ers after the handoff. This is one of those games you just sit back and you're lounging. Just kind of sit back because you're like, nothing's happening. I guess I'm just going to keep sitting down the whole time. Second and 7. Purdy dropped back, looking to throw. He's going to get this ball out. It is completed. About a 6-yard gain. Third down and short coming up here. Jim Parsons plays an alien named Ooh because every alien moans oh when they see him. He's a bit of a misfit. That seems like a funny movie. I'm going to have to check that one out. Third down conversions. San Francisco's not been doing well on third down here. They need to get this one. It is 3rd and 2. They have the ball currently at the 17. Purdy's going to look to throw this football. It is going to be caught, but he's short of the marker and a good tackle. It's going to be 4th and 1, and you don't go for this one, especially in a 7-point game. Brock Purdy and the Niners are going to punt this ball back with 5 minutes left. We got a lot of punts happening right now. This game has turned into a punt fest for the NFC West. More like the NFC punt fest. I was trying to say something funny. It wasn't working. Punts in the air. Rashid Shaheed's going to fair catch it at the 31. Seahawks have reasonable field position here. Can they make something happen with it? And every single time there's a punt, you better believe they're taking us to commercial break. They love, just absolutely love commercial breaks after punts. We were only back for like 2 minutes. Can we have another possession, please, before we have another commercial break? It's just insufferable sometimes, man. If I wasn't streaming, I would definitely be like fast forwarding through the commercials and be like 20 minutes behind the live stream. Seahawks defense does not get tired. They haven't gotten tired at all. Reminds me of the Texas Tech defense. They did not get tired for pretty much the whole game, but the offense just couldn't do anything. But word has it that the Texas Tech is going to get Sorsby from Cincinnati as their quarterback, or they're going to get. They also have a really good, like one of the top quarterback prospects joining the team this year, so that's kind of exciting. Definitely better than Morton. If you ever watch Big Bang Theory, you recognize his voice. You knew the voice, then looked at that very funny movie. Big Bang Theory also has Brent Spiner and Will Wheaton from Star Trek Next Generation. Nice. I watched some of those Star Trek Generation things with my dad. He's a big Star Trek fan. I also, when I was getting physical therapy for my low back last year, I was on workers' comp for a month because I hurt my back at work, and then I went in there and I was getting PT for it. And Big Bang Theory was always on the TV every single time I went in there. So I would watch like an episode or two every time because it's an hour long and the episodes are 30 minutes. So you get about 2 episodes every time. Let's go, Seahawks. Let's freaking go. Seahawks D is locked in, man. They're closing it down. They're closing it down so much, it's been a bit of a snooze fest. I'm trying not to fall asleep on you guys here. It's a snooze fest up in this house. Up here's their fun little graphic of the day. They're showing the Sam Darnold Vikings and how they lost in the wild card to the Rams. They're doing like a Chutes and Ladders promo here. I love the game Chutes and Ladders, but that's always hilarious. They do these weird little graphs. Every single game they got to do something. I don't really think it's necessary to do those graphics, but whatever. They enjoy doing it. Whatever makes them happy, I guess. 1st and 10, Darnold under center. Going to take this snap. He's going to fall down, and he fumbles the football. Seahawks are going to recover. Oh, my goodness. Darnold tripped and then fumbled the football, looking clumsy out there. Yeah, Casey, I was expecting a much better game, too. Workers' comp sucks. They act like there's money, but you pay into it. Can't stand. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not on it anymore. Glad I got back to work. Charbonnet fell on that fumble. Looking clumsy out here. Sam Darnold falling around. Ran into his own running back. Fumbled the football. This is crazy, dude. All right, 2nd and 17 after the Seahawks blunder. And that's kind of the word for the game, blunder. Darnold looking to throw. Going to get this ball out. It is incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 17. We're going to have another punt. And mark my words, after 3 plays again, we're going to get another commercial break. They're not going to mess around. If we get another immediate commercial break, you better believe I'm going to get a cap to break this beer open. But for now, I'll drink sparkling water. I also have a White Claw over there. I got like 5 drinks left. I got to finish them this weekend. Hand off to Walker. Walker's got a long way to go, and he's going to get the 17 yards. 3rd and 19 for Kenneth Walker. What a first down for Seattle. And they somehow keep this drive moving. The defense can't get off the field on a run. It was a toss play from the gun, and no one could bring him down. And once someone got there, he spun him around for 2 extra yards. Couldn't bring him down in time. John Lynch is pissed off. A 49er, very pissed off right now. Up in the booth. They just showed him. 3 minutes left. Looking to throw. In the middle, he's got Njigba. He catches it down to the 37. Wow, just like that, the Seahawks have moved way downfield. It's like 40 yards in 2 plays. Yeah, sorry, Casey. It's unraveling all of a sudden out of nowhere. Looked like they were going to get the ball back immediately. Where are they on the field? Well, they were way back in their field position. The first down got them to about the 50, and now they're about 20 yards further. So they're right now at the 37. They're at the 37, first and 10. Looking to throw. Can they get in the red zone? Going to get blitzed on the outside. Pass out to Charbonnet. He's going to get to the 30, down to the 25, stays him bound to the 24. First down for the Seahawks. They're moving again. They're at the 24-yard line. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. It is another first down for Seattle. The way this game is going, having a 2-possession lead could be the game is over. Like, you win this game. Like, your defense is on fire. Your defense is locking it down right now. You legitimately, if you go up 17-3, congratulations, dude. Doesn't look like the 49ers can get it going right now. Oh, Casey, I'm so sorry. I'll send Derek over there, and Derek can put on a play for you or something. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Derek can do a jig for you to help you feel a little bit better. All right, they're showing a replay. Then we're going to have first and 10 for the San Francisco 49ers here. Derek cheered me up when I was mad the other day, so I feel like he could cheer anybody up, really. I mean, maybe not anybody, but hey, I mean, it's worth a shot, right? Derek would do a lot of stuff for quarters, but let's not get into that stuff. I might get demonetized already for that. If we get into all the stuff Derek would do for a quarter or a nickel, whew, he's a crazy son of a gun. Looking to throw really quick. The ball is batted down. Second and 10. Ball at the 25. Good play. Second round pick from Texas with the bat down. Those creepy eyes just peering out over the flipboard. What are you talking about? They're adorable. They're adorable little eyes. They're basically like marbles in there. I checked, and it's like 2 big marbles. You can peel up the eyelids and look at his look at his eyes. Those are creepy little fugglers. They're called fugglers. Second and 10. A minute 30 left. Snap off, handoff on the draw play. Charbonnet trying to find something. He's only going to get a yard. And now it's third down. If you're ever wondering where the ball is, Minimal, you can see the little ball on the screen if I haven't said it. There's midfield in the middle, and then it shows the direction and where the ball is kind of. And it tries to give you a number, but it looks really bad, I know. Right now it looks like a pair of uprights, but it's actually the 25. So it can kind of help you out if you don't know where the ball is. 1 minute left in the third. Even a field goal could be enough to possibly win them this game with how it's going so far. Snap to Darnold. Throw quickly on no flag there on that play. There's a late flag coming in after that. But honestly, the receiver had no clue what was happening. The ball was way behind him. It's pass interference defense. But honestly, the receiver did not even know the ball was coming to him, and it was incomplete. So I feel like in a situation like that, you shouldn't call pass interference if the receiver didn't even have a clue. I mean, taking a look at it, he had his arm wrapped around his neck, though. I mean, that he sold it well too, but the guy was hugging him, giving him a hug. George Kittle not happy about it. The cutest depiction of yardage you have ever seen. Come on, interception, sack, something. I formation, free first down for the Seahawks. They're now at the 17. Handoff. Gonna lose yardage here. 2-yard loss for Charbonnet. the big news today. Are we talking sports news? Looks like a quarterback with his legs in the air. Let's see. We're going to go walk the dog. It'll be more exciting than this game. There we go. Derek's going to hang out at the top. That'll scare Casey when she gets back. She'll be like, how'd he move? He moved. Little shovel pass. Charbonnet, 4 or 5 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd down. As long as it's not too political. I hate talking about politics. It's always negative. Grandma the tortoise, born in 1884, passed away. Oh, another tortoise. There was a tortoise in like 1886 that passed away recently. Wonder if that's the same one or a different one, but there was a tortoise who passed away like a month ago or something that was also from the 1800s. And I was like, dang, that thing's survived 2 world wars, been through so many different things, been through literally like 6 or 7 generations of people. Really wild to think about, honestly. There's also some fish that have been alive for hundreds of years or over 100 years. It's crazy to think about that stuff. We're on commercial break right now. Into the 3rd quarter, 4th quarter coming up next in what has been a real disappointing game so far. Rest in peace to Grandma the tortoise, though. Rest in tortoise heaven. Mad at the dogs right now. What's up, Slovakian? How's it going? We were talking about our channel memberships earlier. I think we were talking about how you would know how to make custom emojis, or what was it? What was it, Rex? What were you talking about? Do you remember it? Yeah, you have missed nothing. What were we talking about that Slovakian would know how to do on the Discord? I really forgot, but if Rex is there. Sad, but there's Greenland sharks alive that outdate the US by 2 times over. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I can't wrap my head around that. Anyways, there was something about channel memberships or emotes, making custom emotes or something that we were saying that Slovakia would know how to do really well, probably. I love history. Like, I love war history personally. We're back from commercial break. Like, the only documentaries I really love watching are like going back to World War II documentaries and stuff. Like, those are intriguing to me. Getting perspective from each side of the battle and getting like the Hitler documentaries. Ask Tom how to make the emojis. Maybe I can use some of the money I got from super chats tonight to ask him in a super chat how he does the emojis. Everything probably goes back to OBS Studio and learning that whole system and everything, how that works. 3rd and 7, big down here. Sam Darnold looking to throw, dropping back, getting pressured heavily. Going to throw this one out. Gets it to Saubert, who's actually had a pretty good day today, but only 1 yard. It's going to be 4th down. And I think you take the points here, make it a 2-possession game. Field goal units coming out. Let me scroll up in the chat. I think we could figure out what we were talking about earlier. I think it was in the chat a little bit. Where's Rex's stuff? We're talking about cheese. We're talking about oatmeal raisin cookies. All right, kick is up. It is good. And we have a reason to flip the board. Who would have thought that would happen again? What a crazy occurrence, guys. We get to flip it. Casey missed the flip. Just so you know, Minimal, that's what happens when you go walk your dog. You miss the flip. There it is. Casey missed it. Let's see what else. We can figure it out here if Slovakia is still here. we can figure out what we were talking about. A setup tour, a skew crew emoji, channel lore and emojis, Derek, Steve, and Nugget emojis. Slovakia, I can figure it out. There it is. Oh, yeah, we can do custom emotes. You had to, you Rick-rolled me, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Also, we can do an invite-only Discord server that has more stuff. Yeah, so we can do custom emotes. I'm sure Slovakia and I can figure it out. Derek, Steve, and Nugget 2. They are channel lore and emojis. You should do the setup tour. Yeah, it was basically custom emojis, guys. That's what it was. If you want me to talk your ear off with facts about history, especially in the late 1800s to present, you seem like you know a lot about a lot of things. You're a big military history fan and war history especially. Love history, but not all. Can't stand how the Jets was slaughtered. Raisin cookies are trash. Jews, flip it. Casey's lacking. Yeah, it was the custom emotes for the channel. Can't believe the NFL regular season. It felt like it started yesterday and it's ending tomorrow night between Ravens and Steelers. Did the Broncos play the morning game? Did they change their time or is it still the afternoon? Broncos 2:25 my time and Cardinals 2:25. Okay. No, they didn't change it. It's the same still. Yeah, women in the old times got treated pretty poorly pretty much all the way around, unless they were like rulers or something. All right, they're going to have the ball at the 30, where the Niners are going to get the ball. 14 minutes left. They're starting to run out of time here. You come from a big military family, have family members that have been in every war, all the way back to the Revolutionary War. Well, thank them for all of their services, except for the ones that aren't here, obviously, because they were in the Revolutionary War. My grandfather, my granddad was in the, he was in the Korean War. He fell off a cliff and survived somehow. And if he hadn't survived, I wouldn't be here right now. All right, looking to throw, rolling out to the right side. Going to pass this football. It's going to be completed for the Niners out across midfield to the 49. George Kittle, first down. 14 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and that is the best play of the game, in my opinion, for the Niners offense. Finally, a pass where there was a receiver open and not someone draped all over him. It's been kind of that way the whole night. Yeah, so the Queens also got treated poorly as well. Yeah. But like, yeah, there was Bloody Mary as well. She had to be Bloody Mary so she could actually survive, I guess. 11 yards by Purdy on the ground. First down for the 49ers. Inside Seattle's 40. 13 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. Clock is ticking. You don't like how close the game is? Yeah, it's pretty close. And the Niners, if they start getting momentum, they're gonna storm back into this one quickly. First and 10, looking to be quick throw. It's actually a fake throw and a draw to McCaffrey. McCaffrey breaks a tackle. Then he goes down for a 3-yard gain. I do like how this thing on the bottom also shows the color of the team that has the football as well and what direction they're moving, because it's red now for the 49ers. This is a really cool board. Your great-grandfather was an M4 Sherman, 75 millimeter Sherman in Europe in World War II and saw combat. You wish you got to meet him and pick his brain if you could. He was a tank pilot. That is not. That is a very unforgiving job in that war. There's that movie about the tank unit, and apparently it's pretty. It's a pretty good movie. Props to him, your great grandfather, for being a hero and fighting the Nazis. All right, a little bit of there's another first down here for the Niners. A little bit of an argument happening here. That was Jennings getting into it a little bit with the Seahawk. Okay, we're back. We're back. A little bit of a weird connection touch again, where everything just buffered. I wonder if that happened for anybody else. Catch by Jawan Jennings, going to make it first and goal for the San Francisco 49ers. First time they've had a first and goal all day long. Yeah, Brad Pitt. It was a good one. Most realistic combat movie is Restrepo, which is actual combat footage. Let's see. Yeah, my grandfather also, Ethan, fought in the Korean War. He didn't like talking about it either. We only ever learned about that one story. He only told us that one story. All right, handoff, 3-yard gain. Going to make a second and goal from the 6-yard line for San Francisco. That was a handoff to McCaffrey. He's been pretty silent all day long. It's at the 6-yard line. Man, you guys all have some crazy, cool stories about your ancestors. My family's were ranchers in Texas on my dad's side, and my mom's side just lived in America. Ball is intercepted. I'm so sorry. Minimal, you cannot tell Casey that they almost had a touchdown. You just can't when she comes back, tell her that nothing changed and they just had to punt the ball away, because she'd probably be so pissed if she saw that they just threw an interception. But Brock Purdy just threw an interception inside the 5-yard line. Had to throw that over the guy who was trying to bat the ball down. Ball bounces off McCaffrey's knee into the defender's lap, essentially. That was that should have been a catch. That's not even on Purdy. That's on McCaffrey right there. And this whole game is unraveling for the Niners. I was talking up how they have the best offense in the NFL possibly, and they have 3 points here in the fourth quarter. Not only that one, Ethan, but We're Soldiers, and also a good song played. Lieutenant McKenzie Made You Cry. My favorite movie when I was growing up as a young teenager was Saving Private Ryan, obviously. I thought that was a really good movie. Had a lot of really good actors in it, too. Hand off to Charbonnet, no gain. 1st and 10 from the 4. Going to be 2nd and 10 now. Crowd trying to get behind their defense. Game's not looking too good for San Francisco right now. So it's like live action Captain Rex. I used to be really into war movies, and then all the crap of the world started giving me a little bit of that PTSD of dealing with all that garbage, and I ended up it was breaking me down, making me way too negative of a person. So I stopped watching action movies for a while and just switched to only comedy. Smith and Jigba with the big grab. That's going to be a first down for the Seattle Seahawks. They're almost to the 20-yard line now. That gives them some room. And that was a big conversion for them there. Giving them a lot of room out there, that cornerback. Really easy completion. They gave him way too much room there. They made that too easy for him. Handoff here. Going to go for 1 yard. And they're going to start taking their time, just like the Buccaneers did in the last game. Start taking at least 30 seconds per snap. This ball is going to go all the way down to time going to tick down below 8:30 here before the next snap of the ball. Casualty of War, that movie pissed you off. Haven't seen that one. Military movie was Hacksaw Ridge. I think I saw. Haven't seen that one actually. It's the one where the guy who Andrew Garfield, I think, is in that one. He doesn't shoot a gun. He's like, I will not have a weapon. All right, snapping, looking to throw, going to scramble out of pressure. Darnold trying to scramble on his own. He's going to go to the 20 to the 25, and he goes down there. It's going to be 3rd and 2 now. Clock is ticking because he fell inbounds. This is going to take us down to maybe 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Your grandfather's uncle fought the Japanese and died off a mortar shell off the coast of Saipan. Man, he's a hero. Everyone who fought against the Axis in World War II, against the Nazis. I talked to one World War II guy, said he wasn't a hero. I told him, nope, you are to me. Got to speak to him a few years back. He was like 94 or something. Got to tell him he was a hero to me, even if he doesn't think he's a hero. 3rd and 2, looking to throw. Pass completed to the 30-yard line. That's a first down for Seattle, and they're going to keep this moving. That was Cooper Kupp getting involved in this one. The old, aging veteran receiver. There's a defender on the ground. NFL said, hey, script writers, we're not having enough commercial breaks here. The clock is moving down a little bit too fast, and we need more commercial breaks. So what they did was they told a player to fake an injury, or they told a player, we need someone to get hurt so we can have a commercial break. So now the momentum of the game has come to a screeching halt, and there's a player down for the 49ers, and we will have a commercial break because there's a player down. I'm just joking. It's probably real, but it seems like that happens every time. Like the game's going a little bit too fast here in the 4th quarter. We need a couple injuries. Your middle name's Alan too? That's cool. Desmond Doss actually visited his grave in Chattanooga, Tennessee. The movie Hacksaw Ridge is about. Man, that's some pretty cool stuff, guys. Yeah, World War II stuff is very interesting to me. I'm looking at the bear again. I got a little fun black bear on my screen. Much better than commercials. There he is. He was hiding from you behind my big ass head. I'll scoot over here for you. Someone said that they thought I was in a coat closet last time. They thought I was in like doing all this in a coat closet. But yeah, it's just my little janky setup I did. I built this whole adjustable standing desk back here to have 2 different levels and put my stuff on it. And I think it looks pretty nice. I think it worked out pretty well. I got to speak to a World War II person back in 4th grade who was a part of the Pearl Harbor attack. He was on one of the ships, and I didn't appreciate it as much at the time either when I was talking to him because I was just in 4th grade, so I didn't really get what I was doing talking to him. It was for a school project though, and he was gracious enough to let me interview him for that school project. Haven't watched that one either. What's up, Rye Jones? Welcome in. Happy to have you hanging out with us. You have 2 middle names. You get the second one from another grand cousin who was stationed in North Africa. He moved to the main land where liberated concentration camps. He survived the war. Well, that's great for him. I'm so happy he was able to do that. Sorry, I've cleaned a couple hundred veterans' graves of spare time. The oldest veterans' graves. They've cleaned the Union soldiers of the Civil War. All right, Seahawks with the football now. Going to hand this one off to Kenneth Walker. He's going to try to get some room. He's going to find some. 12-yard gain to the 42. Seattle is slowly but surely trickling the time off this clock here. 1st and 10, Seattle. Joseph, which is your other middle name. My middle name is James. Kind of runs through my granddad, who was in the Korean War. His name is James Watson Askew. My dad is James Wilson Askew, and now I am Ryan James Askew. And so when I have a kid, if I have a son, I'm going to name him something James. James will be his middle name though. His middle name will be James. To keep that James name going. Handoff here. Walker's going to get 11 yards again, crossing midfield to the 47 of the 49ers, keeping that clock a rolling. I mean, this football team is getting worn out on the defensive side. The Niners defense has played admirably today. Their offense has not been able to do anything against Seattle's defense. And I mean, the 49ers defense is finally starting to wear down. You can tell they're getting tired out there. They've been out there for a while, but they've played admirably. You got to tip your cap to them still. Looking to throw Sam Darnold 1st and 10. Going to throw this to the running back Charbonnet. Going to catch it. Get about a 6-yard gain. Going to be 2nd and 4 from the 42. If the Seahawks win, it'll be 14 and 3 on this season. 2nd straight year for Darnold to go 14 and 3 with the team. Can't believe the Vikings let go of that guy. All right, 2nd and 4. Handoff from the gun. He's going to get about, wow, pushing his way. He's going to get about 7. That's another first down. Charbonnet is pushing his way forward. Both of these running backs are controlling the game right now. They thought he was involved in the attack. That's crazy. This game looks worse than the first game. Yeah, Warhorse, it's been pretty rough. It's been a pretty rough game so far. The first game was better, and I was thinking, oh, man, we're about to have such an exciting game after that one. It'll make up for the fact the other one was slow. This one's been really slow. Seahawks defense is dominated. The running backs for the Seahawks are now starting to take control. Darnold looking to throw to the left side. Oh, that ball was intercepted out of bounds by the Niners. Almost a turnover. Man, it seems like a lot of you have a lot of people who served in World War II. It's crazy, guys. Yeah, I didn't have anybody in my family serve in World War II. I just had the Korean War for my granddad, but it seems like a lot of you dealt with a lot of that stuff. Didn't know I had a bunch of people whose ancestors are a bunch of heroes up in this chat. I've treated as a physical therapist a couple Vietnam veterans in my time. So far, I've been a PT for about 3 years. Treated a couple of them. Unfortunately, one of them I was treating ended up passing away after like a month after I discharged him. So that was a bummer. Yeah, no, it's a really close game. I mean, you can't give the 49ers an inch because if you do, they will capitalize on it. The Seahawks just today have not been giving them an inch, so they haven't been able to get anything going. I think someone called a timeout. That's what we're waiting for right now. Just a timeout at the moment. Is that the picture of Maduro? Elite scheming be looking like against less talented teams. Handcuffed. All Seahawks games are heart attack games. Never easy. We're with you, Rye Jones. We're most of us here are pulling for the Seahawks, except for Casey. Casey's pulling for the Niners. I'm pulling for the Seahawks as a Cardinals fan, which is crazy news. It just we have no reason to be rivals with any of you right now. And I think I'm pulling for the Seahawks on the NFC side. They got to pick up their offensive game a little bit if they're going to go far, though. Oh, yeah, Rex is rooting for the Niners. Okay, Sam Darnold throws his football. It's completed. Gonna be down. Cooper Kupp to the 12-yard line. What a grab by the Seahawks veteran receiver. All the way down to the 12. What a play. Hey, Casey, you remember last game when I was rooting for the Bears last week? They were playing that really good game against the Bears, back and forth, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. I started rooting for the Bears, and then in the middle of the game, Brock Purdy and the Niners started winning me over to their side because of how much swagginess they were playing with. Jumped into prison camps to free Allied soldiers? That's insane. They could literally make movies about this specific thing you're talking about, like paratrooping into things to rescue people. Man, yeah, you're right, Slovakia. Seattle is putting this game to rest right now. 4:02 left on the clock. First and 10. The big turnover off the hands of McCaffrey at the 4-yard line was a gigantic deal. I think they should. Yeah, that was a big tipped turnover for sure, Chris. Big tip. That was the turning point. I mean, that would have made it 10-13. I think if McCaffrey catches it, he maybe scores a touchdown. It was similar to the Chargers and Texans game where the ball went off of Gadsden's, the tight end's hands, right at the goal line at the 4 and got intercepted. That would have been a touchdown there. And they ended up losing by a close amount. Band of Brothers. I think I've heard of that. Yeah. He worked in the house of a para who dropped into Corregidor. Paratroopers, man. Oh, insane job. I'm friends with an Air Force guy who used to be a gunner on Black Hawk helicopters, but he wasn't a paratrooper. He said that stuff is hardcore. Yeah, 49ers' only hope is to hold them to 3, get a turnover, but a 2-score game makes it crazy hard. Yeah, if they get anything here, that like a touchdown, it's over. Field goal still keeps it alive slightly. Handoff Charbonnet, spin move, gets out of it. Going to get up about 4 yards, 3rd or 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 4 is what they're saying. And they're going to whittle this down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Band of Brothers is much better. I just really like Matt Damon as an actor quite a bit. And his name was Ryan, and my name's Ryan. And I was like, oh, they're saving Private Ryan. So I was like, hey, they're trying to save me. I pretended I was Private Ryan. They're saving me, guys. They're trying to save my ass. And it was also a pretty good movie as well. So pretty hardcore scenes in it, though. So it's a tough watch if you guys haven't seen it in certain instances. All right, 3-yard gain on 3rd and 4. He's not going to get to the marker. It's going to be 4th and 1, and I'm gonna go for this if I'm the Seahawks. Put the game away. You still got a 2-possession lead. If you kick a field goal, still a 2-possession lead. So put the game away on the ground right here. Darnold arguing his case. I think they're keeping the offense here. Go for this one. This isn't the Bills game. Sniper's a good movie. I saw Sniper. I watched that movie. 4th and 1, and they look like they're doing sort of a tush-push thing here. Darnold in the backfield. And they're not going to snap it. That's so annoying to me. It's one of the most annoying things that can happen. Oh, man. And they did the delay of game, 5-yard penalty, so now they will kick it. These teams are pissing me off. They keep fooling me, making me think they're going to go for it. And all of a sudden, here we are kicking a field goal. Simo is a hero. Is that the sniper? Is that the name of the sniper? Or someone in one of those movies? You don't understand not going for that. I don't understand it either. Put the game away. You have the momentum. Yeah, because now, touchdown, field goal. You make it now where they have to get a touchdown if you make this. But it doesn't make any sense to me. Put the game away. Let's end it right here. Meyer's going to kick this one up, and it is good. Oh, he hit the upright. Never mind. It is not good. How do you hit the upright there in the NFL as a kicker? You just made your coach look like a dumbass, dude. Yeah, so maybe you should have just done a quarterback sneak and tried your luck because you're still losing by 10 now. And if you had made it, it still would have been a 2-possession game. I know my math, at least my basic math, and that does not help you that much. Man, it never ceases to amaze me how Chris and I seem to have this connection of how we have better decision-making than the coaching staffs of the NFL. That just keeps happening. It happened with the Bills game. Now it's happening right now. I know, man. I missed the call. Literally, I was assuming that the kick was up, and it was up so close and then hit the upright. All right, first pass by Purdy into the ground. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for Purdy and the 49ers. Yeah, that kick looked like it was good. It was like a 20-something yarder. I was like, there's no way Myers is going to miss this kick. And then I was like, boom. And the immediate moment I saw the ball was up, I was like, it's good. Then the ball curled left right into the upright. All right, Brock Purdy dropping back, 2nd and 10, going to be completed. 4-yard gain. They're rushing back to the line. I don't think they're going to get another snap before the 2-minute warning, though. It's 3rd down, 2, 1, 0, 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. 49ers looking like they're going to need a miracle to win this one. But if they get a touchdown, anything is possible. So we shall see. What would you do if we got a real Mr. Beast raid? I would not want a Mr. Beast raid. I would hate that. I would hate that to every fiber of my being. I'm being completely serious here because I've seen so many channels get raided by Mr. Beast and then their channels die because nobody who's subscribed to the channel watches their videos because they're only subscribing to be nice. They're not going to watch your stuff. So it makes you look like your channel sucks to the algorithm and you never get shown to anybody ever again. But when it comes to the Grossi Posse, who did raid us twice, the first raid, I got like 75 subs from him. The second raid got 13. But that raid makes sense because it is a channel just like my channel. So those viewers are interested in the content I make, just like the content he makes, because we make very similar content. So if a Mr. Beast raid happened, I'd be turning the stream off pretty much instantly to try to avoid that because I would not want that. That's how you ended up subbed? The Grossi raid? Famous in precision rifle circles, Grossi Posse. He should raid. I raided Grossi the second time, and then he saw that we were doing a mini raid. There was like 8 of us in there, and then he re-raided me back. That was the second raid. It got like 100 people to come in real quick, and then they left. That was funny. I thought that was hilarious. Rye Jones, you should join our Discord. The link is at the top. Come hang out. We're trying to add people to the Discord. It shows whenever I post a video. It also lets you know when I'm going live. It's also a fun spot to hang out and goof off if you want to. But you have to have an account to get in there. Mr. Beast is a fake. You have to give him money to win a prize. If you win a prize, you shouldn't have to pay anything. Yeah. You found here from your algorithm. Yeah, well, I appreciate it. No matter how you found me, I appreciate it. We're growing a little community right now, and then later it'll be a medium community, and then it'll be a big community. About Simo. Simo was a Finnish sniper that killed over 50 Soviet Russians in the Winter War. He is proclaimed the best of World War II and potentially the century. I guess that's why they made a movie about him. But the Russians were known in World War II to just do like a full frontal assault method of war, and they would just rush people straight towards the front lines. And they had so many people, they were like, just rush them. And that didn't work out too well for them as far as the casualties were concerned. All right, incomplete pass on 3rd and 6. It is now 4th and 6. The Niners are going to have to go for this one. So, I mean, hey, if they don't get this here, I don't see a reason why you punt here. So, you definitely have to go for it. There's a minute 55. But feel like World War I doesn't get talked about as much. I think it's because it was mainly trench warfare, and then there's just so much more craziness happening in World War II, apparently. It's just a much bigger, and then Hitler makes it so much bigger as well. Purdy hit as he throws on 4th and 6, and he is down and holding his shoulder. This could be horrible. The ball is incomplete. Either way, this is going to end the game for this game specifically, but both these teams are going to the playoffs right now, and Purdy is laying on his back on the field. This is really bad news. This could be really bad for the 49ers. Is Brock Purdy injured right now? I mean, at least you got Mac Jones. If he is hurt, Mac Jones has been great for them this season, but he got hit low in the back and then sandwiched on each side. So now he's down on the field. You need Purdy to be okay. I mean, it really benefits your team if he's okay. I really, Mac Jones is a good backup to have in this situation, though, but I sure hope he's okay. Man, that looked like a rough hit. It didn't look too bad on the ground, but his thumb is bleeding. He jogs off the field. That's a really good sign. He laid there for a long time. He got hit high and low. He got low in the back and then high in the top. It's like a double sandwich. Crazy stuff. Yeah, you want to win, but not with injuries. Well, they got the win, luckily, with everyone fully healthy, except for obviously Fred Warner and Nick Bosa, who are hurt. But this is the worst game of the year for the 49ers. Yeah, it's been a bad year for injuries. I think turf is having a big deal of injuries. It's contributing to a lot of ACL injuries, and I think that that's contributing to it as well. Seahawks are waving to the 49er fans, telling them bye-bye. Kind of hate it when players do that. So annoying to me. But it's kind of trolling too, I guess, whatever. It's real easy to wave bye-bye to people when you're winning at the very end of the game, but keep that same confidence if you're losing. They should have made turf requirements, but it's too expensive to switch. Yeah, well, they got deep pockets. They can make it happen, you know. All right, they kneel down for the second time. They're going to get maybe one more kneel down. I think it's a final kneel down, and then the game will be over. And our first day of streaming for the weekend will be great. Stick around, guys, because in the morning, 11 Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon, we're going to be here for Falcons Saints. Then after that, we're going to watch our last miserable Cardinals game of the year. And then after that, we're going to be here for Ravens Steelers. So we're going to be here all day on our final marathon of the year. Come hang out with us for that. Final kneel down, that'll end the game. Seahawks are going to win the NFC West and get the first seed in the NFC. That means I think they get the bye week, which will be great for them. Oh, yeah, the regular season. Grandpa Bill, thanks for the Hawks win tonight. Thank you, Grandpa Bill. Thank you, Liz, for the 2. Appreciate you. We got super chats unlocked. Appreciate that, Liz. Capping off a little cherry on top to the end of the stream. Really appreciate you. You guys were very generous today. Didn't have to do it at all. See you later, Rye. All right, let's go through our stats real quick for the game, everybody, since we're here. Let's take a look at that real quick, and then we'll wrap up the stream, and we'll be back for Saints and Falcons in the morning to determine if the Bengals or Panthers will make the playoffs. Okay, so on the Seahawks, let's go with the losing 49ers side first. Brock Purdy, 19 of 27 for 127 yards. Really bad performance. 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, got sacked 3 times, QBR of 65. Christian McCaffrey had 8 carries. He had only 23 yards on the ground. Juwan Jennings was a leading receiver with 35 passing yards. Really rough day for them. Seahawks defense dominated tonight. Sam Darnold, 20 of 26, 198 yards through the air. No INTs, no touchdowns, sacked twice. He had a QBR of 98. Kenneth Walker, 16 carries for 97 yards. Charbonnet, 17 for 74 yards. Smith and Jigba had 6 catches for 84 yards. He was the leading receiver. And let's look at the total team stats. 53 rushing yards was all the Niners had. They got outrushed by 130 yards, essentially. And they got pretty well dominated the whole game. They were only 2 of 9 on third down. The Seahawks went 6 of 13 on third down. Much better. They had to punt. 49ers had to punt 4 times, whereas the Seahawks only had to punt 1 time. So that punter finally got to do some stuff for the Niners. He's been kind of bored most of the year. Time of possession was 37-48 for the Seahawks and 22 minutes for the 49ers. Oh, thank you. Oh, come on. Liz, I did not even see that until just now. Holy crap, Liz. That's just insane. You guys were just absolutely awesome. A fitty from Liz. And that means we got another 10 from Rex as well coming in here. We got a fitty from Liz. Your husband told you to. Well, tell your husband I appreciate him. Appreciate the hell out of you two. Appreciate the hell out of Rex, who also did a 50 earlier and dropped a 10 just now as well. You guys are absolutely amazing. That means I got, where's the other one? I got 62 boops to do. Derek, it's time for the Derek boop. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boop, 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Oh, holy crap! Gotta do 10 more. Boop 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 boop. Okay, that was our 60 boops for Derek the Sponge. His nose is raw now. I booped him too much tonight. Do them all. We paid for this. I did all the boops. If you were 20, you would donate. That's fine, man. No one needs to donate anything, but you guys are being so crazy generous. It's crazy. Liz with a 50. You did the 2 earlier. We had Michael coming in for a couple earlier. We had Rex giving way too much money, Rex, but I really appreciate you. You dropped like $70 in there throughout the 2 streams we did today. I will see you guys tomorrow, obviously, for the whole day. So come on in the morning. Let's come hang out. Cheers to rich husbands. I think, did she say her husband's name is Rich? Or did she say that her husband is rich? Or is her name Rich? Oh, yeah. Leif rolled in with a 2 as well. Leif, number 1 seed once again. Thank you so much, Leif. Didn't see that real quickly there. I was too busy. I rolled back up and didn't realize there were more chats up here. That's crazy stuff, dude. You dropped in a 2 as well. Really appreciate that. Also, Mathex over here talking about his grandfather was a bomber in World War II Pacific War. Oh, I had Parkinson's, so couldn't ask him any questions. That's a bummer. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, we got 2 50s tonight, guys. That's absolutely crazy. Forgot the 2 boops for Leif. Boop, 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 boop. Gave you 2 bonus boops, everybody. Yeah, Leif donated. Sorry, Leif. Did not see that for a split second, but appreciate the 2. Dude, super chats help the algorithm. Super chats are just donations to help the channel. The things that help the channel, I now have hype unlocked. So if you're on mobile, go to any of my videos. You can for free hype my video. You get 3 hypes per week. You can hype the video, helps the video get shown to more people. Also, the watch time is the biggest indicator to the algorithm that they need to show the videos to more people. So the longer you watch my videos, it will get shown to more people, get more impressions and stuff. Super chats just help me personally, and will eventually help me be able to make this a job eventually. But really appreciate it. We did over $100 today because you guys are insane. You guys are giving little old me and my little YouTube channel money. Really appreciate it, guys. I'm really happy I had the super chats open today. I was expecting like $10, and you guys blew me out of the water today. So really appreciate it. Your husband's name is Rich. Liz just confirmed it, everybody. Her husband's name is Rich. Get a new digital monitor screen scrolling through the games while having one on the main game. Yeah, Slovakian. I literally actually said that earlier. I don't know if you were here. How when I get a house, maybe sooner than I expect, even possibly, Rex was talking about it, may get an upgrade to the Askew HQ. I think I'm going to have one here where it's talking about the game, and then have a bigger one that's talking about the current game, or a small, and then whichever one I don't use for the current game, I'll have the other one having all the games scrolling through the scores and everything as well in the background, which I think will add even more until we get eventually onto like the OBS, Streamlabs, all that stuff. But I think that's a great idea. Absolutely. You totally misunderstood. Yeah. See y'all tomorrow, Casey. See you, Casey. Derek groggy from all the boops. Yeah, he's laying over here. You gotta keep up there, Steve. They paid you for that, Steve. You get extra extra chicky nuggies this week because of it. Right there. Actually, all the money, just so you guys seriously know, all the money is going to go back into the channel. And someday we'll do charity streams, which will give all of the money that we make directly to charity. And we will show that to prove it. But yeah, we'll see you soon, man. We'll see you tomorrow. See you later, Chris. How much of a cut does Steve get? Steve gets, I think he earned about 10% at least, right? You think that's fair? Considering you don't do any of the talking, right? Shake on it? Okay. He said 10% is cool. YouTube takes 30%. I take 70%, which means he'll get 10% of my 70%. So I'll take 60. That's fine. Derek is now another Steve. Or do you pay him in pot? Pot out here flows pretty freely, so he gets that pretty from his hookups. You don't have to worry about me for that. Yeah, no, we're doing Sober 2026 over here, so he's going to have to find another hookup. He's not going to get it there. This community is already surprising me, Ethan. No, yeah, absolutely. I did not expect that these people, these amazing guys that are hanging out with us every single game would be so generous today. Truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I did not think I would actually be at this point, anywhere near this point. And you guys are the best. So, like, you don't have to give me your hard-earned money, but I promise you it's going to go all back into the channel to make the stuff better. I'm not going to waste it on pizza or any dumb stuff like that. So, all right. Derek Boop video. Maybe a members-only video. We can make members-only for like $1 a month, and I'll make you a Derek Boop video every single month with just Derek Boops all the time. Anyways, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Buy a pizza on you. I'm trying to be healthy this year, Rex. Otherwise, I would. I'm really actually trying my best to be as healthy as I can because we're going to try to have a kid this year. Yeah, pizza's never dumb to me either. No, I'm not insulting pizza in any way. Love me some pizza. A healthy pizza, like a spinach, tomato, cheese pizza. Like one of those fancy ones. See you later, Slovakian. I keep messing up Slovakian this year. Yeah, I'm trying to be ripped this year, guys. I got to eat some Gouda cheese. Got to eat some whatever the heck that feta cheese is on a salad to give it some flavor. That's what we got to do this year. Pepperoni pizza is the best pizza, Liz. You never cease to amaze me with your food choices. It's just keep it simple. Put pepperoni on it, extra pepperoni if you're smart. Oh yeah, normal pizza, but call it healthy. It's just my if I have a cheat day every once in a while, I bet you I'll have pizza. I'm not worried about that at all. Glad I found this. I'm glad you found this community too, Ethan. We got to find more Ethans like you. That's what we got to do. We also have Ashley, who is a new member of the community as well, who will hopefully be joining us around from time to time. All right. Everyone have a good night. Appreciate you. We'll see you in the morning for Falcons Saints if you guys want to come hang out. But other than that, have a good night. Yeah, tons of fatty ice cream. We're trying to go Jello this year. That's what we're going to try to do. I think that me personally, I think in general it does not belong on pizza, but whenever I've had pineapple on a pizza, it for some reason tastes freaking good. It really does fit in certain ones like ham and pineapple. Okay, I got to get out of here, guys. The wife wants to hang out with me for a hot minute before she goes to bed. All right, see you later. See you tomorrow. We're going to be here all day. Got to keep my voice. All right, adios. A bada boom. Pineapple belongs or doesn't belong on pizza. Whatever you say. Have a good night.